Do you guys think that if you're unhappy, that's a good reason to leave a marriage?
I don't think you're gonna be happy all the time. So I don't. It depends. How long have I been unhappy?
Right.
Because my kids are seeing that.
Right.
I think that matters too. Like
Most things, nothing to do with
there's a lot of people.
It don't have anything to do with age. Getting married too late. People don't have the intestinal fortitude for marriage. You get up there and say these vows. It's duty and responsibility, time and pain. It's the kids. It's the rearing. It's lineage and legacy. That's a joke in itself.
But is that not part of the kids? So your kids are a direct reflection of you. So if my kids are seeing me unhappy, now what?
What are you talking about?
Because you said happiness in the marriage because you just said that kids are part of it, right?
Let me explain it to you. You're conflating your happiness with how the kids are treated, right? I'm not even talking about the kids. I'm talking about you being happy, right? I just said that about sex, so don't act like you can't do it about everything else. So now that we have a baseline with that, you can fake it till you make it in front of them kids all the time. Now, kids have discernment. I understand that, but happiness doesn't mean everything has to be egregious in the household. However, we know ebb and flow. Is that a thing, or are we dismissing postpartum?
Postpartum depression is.
Do we have menopause?
Right?
And so you guys go through these ebb and flow periods where your happiness is intrinsically not working.
But that's why I agree.
But I'm just saying, but you put it on the kids. Like, no, answer my question directly based on happiness itself.
I did, but I said it depends on how long I've been unhappy. Raising my kids in a house where there's no happiness is not
selfish.
That's not life goals.
No,
just for the sake to say I have a husband. Are you serious?
No,
you made a commitment under the Most High God, right? Unless you don't believe.
Who cares about the commitment if I'm unhappy and I'm dying inside?
Don't interrupt them, Melly. Sorry, Nikki, what you say?
I'm not staying unhappy for 10 months. You talking about 10 years?
Well, I've stayed unhappy for a very, very long time. But who is going to continuously stay in an unhealthy marriage where you're burning inside, you're dying inside, you done forgot who you are, you done forgot your self-worth, and you're just super unhappy, like depressed to that point, just to say I have a husband and I have a family?
But I think that we know how hoes are created. Callie said it earlier. Something about the
it's a podcast. It's a podcast. It's a podcast, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing, jamming tune. It's a community of real, and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky, let's go, let's go. This might be risky, no, I love you, real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Yeah, it's a podcast. It's a podcast. It's a podcast, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. DJ HAMP about to go live again. So hit the likes, my friend, on your way in. First off, salute the chat. And to all new cousins, welcome back. Heard you searching for the real, well, this is where it's at. The latest topics and panels and brother, don't get sent to the bathroom. We got all the stats, too, back to facts in the morning or the afternoon. Tuesday, women's POV, 2 Fridays, dancing, jamming tune. It's a community of real, and we better than the world news. This might be risky, I hope you know. This might be risky, let's go, let's go. This might be risky, no, I love you, real, I love it. This might be risky. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show. Salute to DJ HAMP, it's time to start the show.
Oh, we can kill all this. We can kill all this. Say, like, do you want to be next?
Anytime you ready, baby. I was supposed to be there.
Ooh, I'm with it.
I'm
with it. We can do it.
Knocks out everybody and no one can whoop him. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was going to kill me. He hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. Man, dude. Fast. Last night, I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. Incredible. Fast. Incredible. And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Yo, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. DJ Hamp the Stampede, the women's POV, we in the building. Callie, what's poppin'?
What's shaking?
Everything.
Did I get it right?
Yeah, you got it right. Indeed. You heard? How was Goody though? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, what's up with that zip? What's up with that zip and all that? You straight?
Yeah, I'm good.
Can you go up a little bit?
Come.
Yeah, you ain't. This ain't.
It ain't mad. There we go.
This ain't Pulp Fiction or whatever you was watching.
It's stylish.
No doubt. Ressa was Goody.
Hi, Ham.
How you feeling?
I'm good. Can't complain.
That's it. Who gonna listen, man? How work go last week? I know you had some fish to fry. You had to do something important last week. Everything was everything?
Yeah, everything's good. A lot of my cases were going to trial, so I had to wrap 2 of them up, but all is good.
That's what's up, man. We proud of you. I mean, keep grinding.
Thank you.
Let me hold something. Die, welcome. What's Goody?
Thank you for having me.
Yes, man. What's the word?
Good.
That's it.
Good. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. I met Die on Sunday. Truth hit me. He's like, yo, I'm about to go live, man. I'm going to send you the link. I said, Truth. I got to put the kids to bed, all types of shit. But all praise to the Most High. I was able to make it. I was able to connect with Di. I said, Di, you kind of come through. She said, say less. So we here. Di, how can they find you, man? At Di Be So Unique on all platforms or that Instagram?
On all platforms except for I forget the other platform. What is it? Twitter? I don't do Twitter, but yeah. All platforms.
Yeah,
that's where you can find me.
Twitter is very like Walking Dead-esque for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's very dystopian, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of information up there for sure. What's your specialty, Di? What do you like to focus on? I see you got your work. You was getting your workout on, I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
It was today, but I post daily. I post content daily because I am on a 30-day challenge for my 45th birthday. So I'm trying to minimize the weight, the inches, and all of that to get back to my goal weight. But pretty much my platform consists of lifestyle, beauty, which is makeup. I'm in a makeup artistry, and I'm just creating content. I am a partner with Target, and I'm just trying to climb the ladder with all of that as far as content creating. And most of all, women empowerment.
Okay. We like it. Hey, make sure y'all go follow Die throughout the show. Make sure the mods do me a favor. Of course, drop Caressa link in there and all that. Drop Die in there too. Feel me? They'll find it, so they'll get the right link so people can actually click on it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all give her a follow. We want to get her at least, how many people we got in here so far? 80 people. Try to get her 50 followers for the night, man. Now, Die, here's gonna be another emphasis to follow. You outside? I mean, not outside, but like you single?
I am single. Only ready to mingle with the right, energy. I'm big on energy, so with the right energy. So yeah.
All right. Fellas, you heard it first, man. So at least put your facade on when you jump in the inbox, okay? Right. At least fake it till you make it.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, man. You know what they say: if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, man. Saw, what's popping? I can't hear you, Saw. You can hear her?
I know. My bad. Hey, y'all.
What's the word, man?
Nothing, making my rounds in these YouTube streets.
Okay. Conversation from the clouds, man. I like it, man.
Yes,
that's on
sir.
Instagram too, right?
Yes, it is.
All right. Make sure when Impress get here, she'll organize the moderators. So to allocate a link to everybody. You feel me? All right. So make sure y'all follow Saw. It's kind of a new page. Yeah, we'll say new. Know what I'm saying?
We're still working out the kinks.
Yeah, fuck it. That's why we say new still. Feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's in the growth stage. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
When I used to be a regional director, right, I used to go, and depending on how new it was, it'd be how harsh I was. So if their branch was there for too long, I'm firing people, I'm being mean. But if it's a new branch, I'm like, oh, good job, even though they're doing terrible. You know what I'm saying? So salute. Net, what's popping?
Buddy.
How you feeling?
I'm good. Salute. Thanks for the invite. I feel good about being here tonight.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you're going to have fun, man. We're going to have a good time, man. We're going to talk through it, argue through it, converse through it, have a civil discord, uncivil discord. All of it is applicable. So, Net, do you do content or you kind of just hit the panel Sunday?
I do not do content. This honestly, y'all would have never caught me if it wasn't for the guy on Sunday.
Yeah.
I felt too passionate about it to pass it up. And I was like, I've never done this before, but I'm going to try it now.
That's what's up. Hey, listen, it takes a lot to hit that link. You know what I'm saying? Like it really takes more than people give it credit for. Like people assume it's easy because we make it look so easy because you guys are so talented, but it's difficult, And there's a lot of things to fight through. People talking to you, people talking at you. You got comments, you got people in your inbox, they telling you you're right, you're wrong. Your parents ain't shit, all types of stuff. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for context, I'm in real estate. So this is way left field for me, but I'm happy to be here with everybody. All the ladies look beautiful tonight.
Yeah, no, definitely. They definitely look decent for sure, man. You got to keep them humble.
Thank you, mamas. You look amazing as well.
Thank you so much.
Net, that's what I'm saying. See, that's why you got to bring it down. Now she cheesing. You see what I'm saying?
How was she before this?
Complimented me back though. That's all she did. That's a good thing.
Okay, I'm out the way.
I feel like that's the thing among us. Like we're not building each other up enough out here in these streets, and I feel like that's among Black women especially. We need to do more of that.
That's actually an interesting conversation because that kind of goes against a little bit of the rhetoric or the sentiments. How they say like the women don't actually y'all actually champion negative stuff, so that's actually maybe an interesting conversation, maybe for a later time though. You know what I'm saying? So we'll table that, see if we can get to it. Leah, what's popping?
Hey, what's going on? How everybody doing?
We're doing well. Di, are we still froze? Hold on 1 second, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still froze?
Yeah. Should I go out and come back in?
Yeah, try that.
Okay.
Yeah. I might have to get this phone. Unplugging the Nintendo 64 always work, How you feeling, Leah? What's popping?
I'm feeling good. I'm chilling.
Word. What's up, man? What's new, man? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing much, just chilling.
When the
The
next
next one, the championship.
Yeah, how you feeling
So,
about that?
I'm excited. I'm going to the parade on Thursday.
Okay, be
Going to the
careful.
city. Always gonna be safe. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be with my man. So we're gonna have fun.
Word. Yeah, no, it should be a good time. Just be careful, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how the parades be at home and all that. Like when we have
Yeah.
our Caribbean parades, we always have an over under on how many people gonna get shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's probably like six niggas. And then by the time you get home, I told
Counting
you.
Juve.
Yeah,
Counting Juve.
yo, niggas is getting smoked for sure.
For real.
just be safe. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be off the
I'ma be safe,
nutcracker.
I got it.
Niggas getting busy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we just be careful. So, but it should be
They
a good
set a
time.
school bus on fire
I know, I seen it.
on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I seen it.
It's crazy.
Look. So Shan said it, look. He said the parade of dove. Yo, I'm telling you, man.
We're gonna be lit. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be so
They
much
gonna
fun.
be lit. Just you know how it go, man. It's just they was shooting in
I'm gonna get home
Times.
safe.
Yo, they was shooting in Times Square like 2 days ago. In Times Square.
It's gonna be okay, everybody. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna have fun. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, man. You know how it is. When you get there early, you know what I'm saying? But the later it get, shit
Right.
get shaky.
Right.
I
Sun go down.
Oh, yeah. Get your ass home, man. The sundown city.
I'm gonna be home before the sun go down.
It gets sticky in the city.
Yup. The best thing, they still be making nutcrackers out on the street. You ain't been outside like that, right?
Not really. I haven't been outside, but they do be making nutcrackers though. Like on the parkway and stuff like that. They definitely have nutcrackers.
Yeah, word. But be safe, man. Salute to the Knicks. You feel me? So yeah, man. Callie, what's good, man? You all right? Did I say hi to you already? Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That zipper killing me. Like I was trying to hold it in. Nah, wrestle that at church. Y'all gotta give me some credit. I was trying to hold it. But
Are you OCD?
Nah, I'm not though. I'm pretty but it's despicable, son. I don't know why they did that. Why they put it right there like that? Just to annoy me?
It's a fashion thing.
What fashion?
It's actually really cute.
She in the upside down.
It's stylish. My mommy gave me this. Okay.
Oh, see,
I
you
have
did
a gray one just like it as well.
See, I hate that. Callie. We be cracking on somebody in school, right? He be like, "Yo, my grandma bought me this." Like niggas supposed to care. We don't care. Nigga. Your grandma got no taste then, but they want you to stop because they didn't mention their grandma. So now you mention Ma Dukes. Now I gotta chill. See, I don't like that. That ain't right, Cal. All right, man. Let's get it popping.
It's a stampede! DJ Ham the Stampede.
DJ Ham the Stampede.
Once again, salute to everybody in the building. I hope y'all having a good time, man. We just kicking it. We about to get it started. We got 140 people in the building. We only have 42 likes. That is diabolical. Please hit the like button as that helps the channel the most. Please also follow the ladies as they also on their content creator grind. And this shit is not easy. You feel me? So you start with supporters and then they become consumers because they love the content so much. So let's make sure we support each other as we grind. You feel me? Let me just get Di's name up here and then I'll bring her back and we get it popping. Beats. So, all right.
Can I say something to Lady Di when she gets up here?
Yeah, go ahead. Say it now.
Oh, Lady Di, I just want to say I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
No. This Di right here.
Oh, this a different. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
You know, Lady Di been grinding, man. You know the baby should be one, almost one. And you know, she's entrepreneur. So you remember Saudi, she used to come up there with me and Relly in the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
And then her business started kicking up in the daytime. So she started having clients at that time. You feel me? So it was a good reason. But she always, if I hit her up, she come like, you know what I'm saying? If I like give her some lead time. So yeah, man, you know. So yeah, man, we just grinding. So we have a couple other people up here shortly. But let's get into this shit, man. I know my worth. That throws me off. Ask me why.
Why?
Who determines your worth? Where does worth come from? Do you set that bar for you, or does society set that bar for you? Is it rooted in accomplishment or compliments? How do y'all know y'all worth?
I think it depends on the person, but also like if you're working.
Well,
like
Net, let me ask you a question if you don't mind, right, beloved?
Yeah.
If it's subjective, then is it bullshit?
I don't think so, because if you work for a company and you have to present a resume and you're asking for a raise, you have to know what you're worth to them, or like how much you bring to the table. So I feel like that would apply in personal life too.
Okay, stay right there. However, with the company, they actually set your worth because they give you KPIs to meet. So you go to the raise based on the KPIs they gave you. So if you don't meet the KPIs, you're not going to be like, well, even though I didn't meet your metrics, I should still get a raise. Nobody doing that. You saying because I met your metrics, I deserve a raise. What you think?
I get that. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it works a little different in personal life. Like if you're in a relationship, right?
Ooh.
I'm gonna assume that we, like, if we're going into a relationship older, we are doing the work. So I mean, I've dated and I've asked, what are your boundaries? What are no-goes for you? What is this? What is that?
Okay.
You know, if you are meeting set boundaries and going above and beyond and you're making that person happy, you know, I feel like that sets your worth to them. But in life, you determine it. You determine it yourself because you set your own goals. I like to read a lot of self-help books. And one I'm reading right now is called Girl Wash Your Face.
Okay.
And she literally said, how many times do we break promises to ourselves? We say, I'm going to go to the gym, and then we don't do it. And then we say, I'm not going to eat that today. And then we eat the wrong thing, based like we're eating our emotions or whatever. And then she was like, if you had a friend and you kept breaking promises to them, how long you think y'all gonna be friends? And so it made me think, like, I feel like that's how you set your self-worth. Like, how often are we keeping our own integrity? How often are we keeping promises to ourselves of like meeting those goals? And I feel like goals help determine self-worth. If you can keep them.
Okay. So let me ask, this person is unsuccessful at their job, unsuccessful in their relationship, unsuccessful with the relationship with their kids. Can this person still have a self-worth that is high?
I think it would be hard. I think they would move.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it would be hard. I mean, that's how some people, I feel like, this is my personal opinion. I mean, I've been through the low self-esteem points where I feel like I'm not hitting where I should hit for my age of 38. Like, I'm not a home buyer yet. That bothers me a lot sometimes. But in this current economy, people are like, well, I mean, it's hard to like do that with a one-person household. But yeah, I mean, there's points in my life I feel like I should be at that I'm not there yet. And so sometimes I feel like self-worth factors into that a lot.
Okay. So you have. Does everybody know the acronym? And I'm not even being funny because it just depends on what you do. Does everybody know the acronym KPI? So just in case, right? Mm-hmm. Key performance indicators. So that's what the KPI. So your company will give you KPI, key performance indicators, say you are or you aren't, And so that's why I was mentioning, like, your job, you hit the KPIs, then you ask for a raise, So just for everybody because everybody just has different, it's different acronyms. Sometimes companies use proprietary terms, So like the kids, they go to swimming. It was Star Rocket at the last place. Now it's fucking Dolphin something, but it's the same motion. You know what I'm saying? So they just use different like verbiage. Okay. Damn. So, whew. So now, I just want to make sure we mine out the process, then we'll get everybody else in. What if that person doing well at work, taking care and good, you know, they with their kids, right? Their relationship, let's say they dating, right? Everything copacetic, but they have those personal KPIs. Does it work that way too? So all that stuff could be good, but if you're not meeting your personal KPIs, then that self-worth thing is in question, or there's doubt there.
I think that's true. Yeah, that's the tricky part about it. I think we all set ourselves to a certain standard and goal and a personal, like there's an internal thing there. So I feel like self-worth is highly determined inside. And it's a danger. I feel like it's also a dangerous thing to let other people determine that in a personal relationship. At work, you know, you have set, like you said, KPIs. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely with my company. But yeah, like I feel like it's dangerous to let other people set it. And unfortunately, I feel like as women, we do that a lot.
Okay now. There was a
it's subconscious. I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's just like how some of us.
Do you okay? Damn. So now that's that right there. I
think it's on purpose.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
I think it's on purpose. I think women have high self-esteem. So because of that, they portray that as their worth in the dating market. They feel like because I feel that I'm supposed to meet these metrics personally, that those accomplishments, my self-accomplishments, should equal what I get on the outside. Like it should match, or it should be higher than.
Now, Aaliyah.
But I think it's on purpose.
Aaliyah, twin. Twin.
Oh, sorry.
Twin, question. Is it higher than or what they achieved? Those are two different things. So do they want what they don't offer mostly, or do they want what they've achieved mostly?
I think now women are trying to get, they're accomplishing things in their life so they can get things that they feel that equals that. But it's usually more. It doesn't equal. It's not equal when you look at it. It's not 1-to-1. But in our minds, it's 1-to-1 because of our self-worth.
So if I just say it back to you quickly, right? And Saul, you could go. I know you want to say something, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
She making 80,000. That mean that man need to make 120,000.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaliyah, were you done with your stream of thought? Because I think Saul was trying to say something. I think.
Yes, Saul could jump in.
Saul, are you trying to say something?
Yeah, I think I agree with Aaliyah to like a certain extent. So I do think that is how they're valuing the self-worth, but I also feel like because that's how they're valuing it and not really going for self-worth as far as like what really matters to us. So I would say my self-worth will be determined on like my character, the way that I carry myself, my morals, my beliefs, my principles, what I stand against. And I feel like with that, it's a little lackluster because they're putting all of those accomplishments to the forefront.
What's accomplished? Wait, say it one more time, sorry.
Like what Aaliyah had just said, as far as like when you made the comparison with the money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those accomplishments.
Putting their accomplishments at the forefront? Oh, I see.
As far as what is self-worth.
Oh, so the compliments.
So they're really not, so it's really like she said, it's not a 1-to-1. So it's not, so that's how they're seeing their self-worth. Because I'm accomplishing or I meet these societal standards that I'm really not even figuring out what true self-worth is.
Okay. So that's the thing though, right? I find it gives me cause for pause, right? If it's subjective based on the person. Because how integral, how honest are people with themselves? What I think happens, Saul, when it's strictly based on what they think and what they want, is they say, it's okay that I didn't go to the gym today. I can go from 3 days to 2 days as long as I go. So now they can change the bar for themselves and make it acceptable if nobody else is involved in what's worth it. You see what I'm saying? I find problem with that. What you think?
So I agree. Because I feel like if we did hold those like characteristics, then we wouldn't be so easy to push the gym on.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, this self-worth shit is.
I like what she said about the personal character part, and that's something I just really didn't include, but that's a lot to be said about that, because I feel like in friendships and relationships, you know, if you have loyalty, honesty, respect, those things are lackluster today among a lot of people. So I feel like other people will hold you in higher value if they see those qualities in you. And, you know, I think that is like a very important thing, especially when coming to finding a relationship with somebody.
Well, now here's the thing, right? Because we talking about worth, right? Self-worth. Caressa, do he care how honest you are if you ugly? Do she care how honest you are if you broke? So where does that part even start about self-worth? Because I'm listening to Saw and I like it too, Nat. I'm just asking, what do we actually do and think? Do we actually base our worth, if we being 100% honest, if we keeping it all the way tall, based on societal standards? Right? All that shit don't matter if you don't got no money in your pocket. Honesty and all. Nobody don't know that.
I'm looking at Di's face. I saw her hand.
Go ahead, Di. Go ahead. We just walking through it, Di. Go ahead.
You know, I'm still trying to grasp all this whole self-worth stuff. Look, I'm taking notes, you guys. I'm taking notes to try to form. I'm a note taker, and I like to journal. So all of these key components and different perspectives and stuff like that, they all play a role into like determining your worth, because you know, without morals, without traditions, without accomplishments, without changing your mindset, you know, the key performance indicators, like I just feel like overall everything of what you guys said determines your self-worth. I guess, you know, depending on, I guess, who you're dealing with, if that makes any type of sense.
Well, so Di, so let's talk about relationship then. Does that man, as it pertains to your worth, determine it?
Ask that question again.
In terms of relationship, does that man that you in a relationship with or want to be in a relationship with, or if you single and you want to be in a relationship, do the men that you are pursuing, want to be with, are with, determine your worth?
I would say yes.
I think so.
I agree. I feel like
hold on, Nat.
I'm sorry.
So, well, it's not so good. I like the. You know what I'm saying? I like it. That said, I'm comfortable now. You heard? You know, we brought the Zoom back. Niggas no Zoom. So, all right. So you agree, Aaliyah? You agreed?
Yeah.
Saudi.
I say yes.
Yeah, it's, you know, because remember they can't hear you nodding, so you know.
Oh no, I didn't know I was on mute. My bad.
Oh yeah. Callie.
I don't know yet.
Okay, Ressa, you disagree. Why?
I disagree. I just feel like another person cannot determine your self-worth. Like, how is that even possible? That's somebody's opinion. An opinion means nothing.
What?
Well, I'll touch on, we were talking about low self-esteem. So if you have some sort of percentage of some sort of low self-esteem, that can kind of creep in there. And I'm just speaking from experience. I'm open book, so.
And then also another person can determine your self-worth from their POV. It doesn't mean that you have to accept it.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
No, I disagree. I feel like you have to value their opinion in order to accept what it is that they're saying to you. And if your self-worth is up here and you know you're the shit, can't nobody tell you anything otherwise.
But this is what I'm saying.
That's the problem. Some
Carissa,
people don't be the shit and feel like they are the shit.
But you can't determine somebody else's self-worth, Aaliyah. You can only determine Aaliyah.
But I can determine
the next person.
I could be objective, right? And we can just see it for what it is. We can call a spade a spade. People, I don't understand what's the problem with just being real. Some people ain't that shit. They not hot shit. And it's okay to say that. And they be feeling like they hot shit.
But y'all got to keep in mind, just in the name, it's self-worth. It's not community worth. It's not the earth.
That's why we got to cut the
self-worth. It's how you feel about yourself.
I mean, if you have committed to a person, this is the way I'm looking at it, like within a relationship. I feel like if you are, like, let's say somebody gets married, that person is an extension of you. They are representing you every time they go outside. So you can't have one person like, I'm gonna hit the crack pipe, and then you can't have the other person like, I'm on my way to church. Like, I heard this in a stand-up once. I can't remember who it was, but it was very true. And I feel like if that person's out there representing you and they're doing very classless things outside, and they're like, why is such and such with this person? It does, like, I mean, not for yourself, but it does, like, affect the way other people look at you. And I feel like that's a big thing for men too, with the way their woman represents outside. And now you can you're the only man on here. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
But how does that correlate to self-worth? I'm just not understanding how that would correlate to self-worth.
Go ahead, Saudi.
I'm not seeing the correlation.
Because I'm just saying, like, I agree with what Aaliyah and Miss Nat is saying, but on the flip side, I'm still agreeing with Carissa too. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you a baby mama, you don't deserve this, and a third," and make my self-worth go down. And like Carissa said, it's like, no, fuck you, because you're not about to determine or tell me that I can't still attain that. Maybe because it doesn't flatter you or cater to your agenda or what you're looking for, don't count me out.
Okay. Yeah. So, Sada, I catch your drift. You heard, right? It's not called we esteem. It's called self-esteem. I understand that. Now, remember the framing. The man you want, the man you're with, or the men that you want to want you. Do those men determine the worth based on dating, courting, relationship, marriage? So if I ask my wife for ABC and she give me DEF, I'm just supposed to accept that because she think it's valuable? How does this worth thing work?
So that's the thing. Just because you may not see a valuable doesn't mean that I'm asking you to lower any of your standards. If that's something that you don't, because it's not like I'm forcing that value or that concept on you. So if you don't see it like as being something that you want to accept, then I just move around.
No, but
it's not.
Well, think about this though, right? Because move around, like we already know, it's easier said than done. So I'm saying, if I, as a man, right? Let's say you trying to be on some Huggy Bear shit with me, and I'm saying, yo, this is what I value, and you just say fuck it. Like, how does that work?
What I'm saying is, if you don't value a woman with kids, I don't even think it would be a conversation. because you wouldn't value me enough to even pursue it. And if you were to pursue it, and then I don't know him, like I'm kind of lost on that concept, but I just still feel like I felt you can't. When it comes to certain aspect of self-worth, I do think that the other POV does not matter because it's self-worth, not we worth.
Oh yeah, so okay, so it's all intrinsic. See this, so Aaliyah, right? This like 2 years ago, right? I'm sitting in the club. I'm waiting for my turn to DJ because I'm going last, right? You know why I'm going last, right?
Yeah, because you're the best.
Yes. So this lady come up to me. She missing a tooth. You heard? She say, "Yo, I think you are cute, whatever." I say, "Let me ask you a question. What make you think I'm the one nigga in the club that you could approach?"
Oh, you didn't say.
My worth went down the fucking drain. DJ Hant, why you ain't talking on the mic tonight? Fuck you. That's why I ain't talking on the mic tonight. I ain't miss her. Hold on, let me finish all that pregnant pause before, because I got stuck in the moment. I just rewound 2 years in my head. I said, nah, bro. I'm doing my push-ups. I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? I said, it gotta be me, bro. I was feeling good. Then she see me. I said, I must look crazy. So I could say, hold on, son, let me finish before I bang on my table. I said, yo, it's me, bro. I cannot just shake it off, B. All I'm saying is we know the real. Outside influences matter to my self-esteem, self-worth. Now, I'm pretty confident, but yo, what people say and don't say, right? If my wife say, "Oh, babe, your belly went down," like she might slap me on the stomach, like, "Yo, get out of here." But then I feel better. You feel me? Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Or if she say, "Hey, babe, you know how they do. You start stuttering. All right now." I'm like, "Yo, fuck out of here." You know what I'm saying? Like, so we just gonna just dismiss this?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, when people compliment you, you feel better, right? You feel better about yourself. You be like, okay, you be feeling cute.
Definitely
so if you feeling cute when you get compliments, that means what people say matters, right? Because if it didn't matter, you wouldn't even be hyping. You wouldn't even feel no way from a compliment. You would just be like, oh, okay. Or you wouldn't even regard compliments. You wouldn't even want compliments for real, because what other people say don't matter to you. So,
I mean, I don't think we just walk down the street and be like, "Oh, can't wait to get a compliment." It's like, you know, it's just human nature to accept that and to want that. Like, we're not. Yeah, I don't know.
But you feel better about yourself nonetheless.
Yeah, we feel better, but just because somebody doesn't like what I'm doing, I shouldn't feel less than either. That's what Carissa is saying. So it's like, once again, it's not called we worth. We worth. It's called self-worth.
Yeah.
Okay, so to that I would say, right, from what I'm hearing, it's not the determining factor, but it is a determining factor in that it helps you to outside opinions help inform you on whether or not your actual how you feel, what your self-worth is against what other people view you as. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a guiding mark. Like, okay, so if I feel like I'm way up here, but everybody is, you know what I'm saying that I'm down here, well then, I'm probably somewhere in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just helps you guide whether or not you just, you blowing yourself, giving yourself a big head or not. But it isn't the determining factor on whether or not what your self-worth is. It's like a guiding mark to let you know if your rubric is off.
So it's not like the end all be all.
Correct, because you also have to consider the source.
So Cal, so when you dating men and men are giving you metrics, you saying that in terms of the dating market, right? Because you got your job, You got dating. You got the dating market worth. Is it set by the men? And then on vice versa, is it set by the women?
Is your dating market worth set by the men? I would say yes. They are, informative pieces on that, but it also is determinant on the woman and what she accepts as well. So both people have input as to what, the market looks like.
What you mean? Like the men she want,
Mm-hmm.
she get to tell them how to want it?
No, what I'm saying is she determines on what she accepts from said market.
What you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Oh,
Who
you
she
saying she
picks.
just the men that don't like her, she just go to the men that like her?
I think she.
What are you talking about? Just because the man likes
So
you doesn't mean that she accepts the men that like.
No,
no,
no.
Who
I think
she
that nobody is just going to go to a man that doesn't give them any pushback. So we don't just look for a weak man.
No,
If
no,
that's
I'm
what
not.
you're saying.
No, no, I'm not saying
Oh.
that. I'm saying like men say this is a mark against you. 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 She just to say, I don't care, my heart. I am what I am, regardless. That's like, does she get to do that? Is what I'm asking.
No. But
Yes.
some of those
If she has options, yes, she
right,
can. Once she has options, she can do that.
so I think it's a no and a yes because it's like no. It's no, but then it's certain marks that does not like you can't make that call. So it's like non-avoid. So it just depends on what the matrix is.
I have a recent something I want to put out there, if I may, to like add to this topic.
All right, now let me hold on. So real quick, Nat, is it gonna move the conversation away from my question? If so, I just want to see if we can mine through this a little bit more, unless it's on par with what I just asked.
Your question is self-worth determined by the men that you date? Is that?
Yeah, so like as it pertains to the dating market, men tell you what's valuable, what the worth is, what your value is as it pertains to dating. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
So with this recent experience I had, I feel like men don't really tell you with words, they tell you with actions. And what you accept kind of determines your self-worth, especially, yeah. So I had somebody I was dating, I really liked him, but it hurt me to do it, but I had to cut him off because he started doing some questionable things and his actions was just showing me that I'm not a priority. I'm not, I'm not of value to him. He wasn't saying those things, but he told me with his actions. I gave him a couple times where I said what was bothering me, and I hear you, I hear you, I hear you. I'm so sorry. You're a great woman. I'll try to do better. He did not. So it got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna step back because it doesn't seem like you're trying to be serious right now. I wish you would have told me that in the beginning, but I'm just gonna have to like cut off access. And to me, that was me determining my self-worth because I'm worth more than that. I'm worth being shown that I'm a priority rather than you like breadcrumbing me or whatever the term is now. But basically, like contact was on point. I was getting 3 or 4 phone calls a day, and sometimes, great text messaging. The conversation was flowing. The dates were happening. We were seeing each other regularly, and then all of a sudden, the pullback happened. And rather than just not saying nothing and letting that happen, I spoke up about it, and it didn't change. So I cut him off.
Now I gotta ask, right?
What you gotta ask?
Y'all was getting to it.
Eventually, yes, it happened. It was over a 5-month period of dating.
Okay. Yeah, I could see brothers doing that. Because it's like,
and it's because I told him my intentions in the beginning, and he told me that his intentions were the same. So it's not like I went with the, oh, let's go with the flow and let's see where this goes, and the, you know, the BS that we hear nowadays. It was like he made it seem like it was his intention to be serious.
did he say go with the flow?
No, I said that's what I didn't like. It's not like I went with that. He didn't say that. I told him what my intentions were. I was like, I'm dating with intention. Like, I want to find my person. He's like, I do too. I don't just want sex. But
Did pullback happen after y'all had sex?
it didn't happen right away, but it happened. And his excuse was, I'm scared of you. You have me in my feelings.
Oh, this is a lot.
That boy.
I'm scared of you. You have me in my feelings. I feel
That
like
boy,
you would.
he a professional.
And I'm like, you know,
he a professional.
He's gaslighting. He's a gaslighter.
He a professional.
He told me, I
It's
feel
not
like
me, it's
would,
you. Yeah, he
well,
a
no, he
professional.
told me.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
This done came into Tell It All Tuesday.
No, he told me, he claimed that, like, you know, I could fall for you, and that's why I'm scared.
Okay.
I was
That's
like,
all
baby,
game.
Mhm.
That is game. That come on, this
I know. That's
Caressa give you some advice. That's all
why,
game,
like
my
I said,
love. That's
determining
all
self-worth.
game.
I cut it off because I knew. I was like,
Yo, yeah,
no.
when he get married, we gonna have to put his jersey in the rafters, man. Yeah, yeah, he a professional. He a professional. He a professional for sure. Damn, man.
So now I'm like, I'm about to go back to my celibacy. that's where I'm going at this point.
So where are we honestly, right? Hold on, we got one question. Let me see real quick. Let me make sure. The lessons 3768. Salute with the $5 says, Net, he cut you off by his actions. You thought you cut him off to satisfy your ego. What you think about that?
Ouch, they coming for me.
What you think?
I think they just being real.
Mama.
Oh my gosh, is that called for? But no, I mean, he was still trying to get access, but I was like, this isn't working.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, I feel like if I would have kept on, like, okay, yeah, we can, you know, and then, you know, that, yeah, but I recognized it for what it was.
Yeah, you made it clear. I don't know why they was playing. They were playing in your face right now. It was clear what you said.
Yeah.
No, I think what Lessons is saying is like, yo, y'all was having sex, you was cool, but he knew that it was stopping there, right? So he, like you said, his actions didn't reflect his words. He know that just like you know that. So eventually it's gonna come to the end. He just saying, if I'm still getting access, why cut it off? Wait for her to do it. Now she feel better in the long run. That's what Lessons is saying.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I think that's where
I said that to him. I said, "Are you just trying to like make me be the one to like make this?"
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
And I think that's where knowing your worth comes in at when you start getting those type of flags, and that's something that I'm learning with myself. In a similar scenario, but not so much the same. Like when you get those red flags, then that's when you're supposed to like know your worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like these guys, they're getting, because it used to be I'm telling them up front that I'm not really looking for a relationship, but now like you got dudes out here pretending that that's what they're looking for to get where they want to get, and I mean that's not fair to the ladies.
Yo,
Miss Net, have you been married before?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
13
why
years.
you said that. Yes, that's why you said that. They've been doing that. They've been lying. They be lying.
Nah, so here's the thing, right? And I had to push back because we got to keep it tall. We talking about worth, and then we saying that men do or don't set the market, and it's all this self thing. But if men are able to continuously play this game which y'all agree upon, are you not listening and understanding? Why is it real quick, why are they able to do it over and over and over? And all women saying, oh, that's what they do, but yet y'all subjected to it. It's because you think you determining something, but do men actually determine your worth based on how they treat or don't treat you, based on how they marry you, relationship you, sex you, and all that? I'm gonna tell you right now, if y'all having sex with a nigga and he popping his penis through his boxers, he don't like you.
Oh, are you saying? Just keeping all his clothes on and getting it and getting out?
Yo,
is that what you're?
If you and he doing this with his shirt, right? You know what I'm talking about? He don't fucking like you.
Oh my god!
But y'all saying y'all determine it. Nah, I'm telling you, if he in the crib, look at my shirt. Can everybody see my shirt? Say yes.
Mm-hmm.
This, he don't fucking like you. Okay, he just got somewhere else to go. He don't want to get the on the bottom of his shirt.
Oh my god.
That's so crazy.
My bad, I'm talking too much.
That is, I know. I've made a. I've observed that.
All right, I'm chilling.
Oh my god.
My bad, fellas. My bad.
Chill, bro.
So I would just like to say, I'll let you get your laugh
They
off.
stupid. Sorry, that's them. They telling me. He said, shh.
Like if a dude did that, you would feel the dislike. Like if you trying to hike your shirt up and pull your boxes to the side. Like to me, that tells me you ain't really in it for the.
That's what
long
I'm
haul.
They still going. He said, him just tell.
I see him. I see.
Yo, look. He said I'm on my Steve Harvey.
Damn.
Oh man.
Yo, man, my bad, bro. I'm done. Go ahead, sorry.
Yes, so I agree. There is a sector of women who liked it. They're hiking the shirt up, whatever. They liked it. They are the ones who are delusional and know when they get the call at 2:00 in the morning, what the nigga is coming for at 2:00 in the morning. But then we also have the majority of women who are being finessed by men who are trying to keep up this facade. And then once it gets too much, then the true colors come.
The women are
so
keeping
yeah,
the
I
facade?
agree. No, the men, Hampton, the men.
What?
I might have missed a part of the conversation. I had to step away real quick, but
So the part of the conversation that we are on is how niggas be chameleon.
No,
how
that
niggas be shape shifting.
So
how we got here?
Nah, so that's not actually it, right? What we're still talking about is worth, right? And then women are getting a result that they don't like, that is displeasing. And then they saying the nigga did something. But see, we're gonna run into issues if you think you determine your worth to men as it pertains to the relationship market. It can't be all the time, oh, he played in my face. Nah. Motherfuckers be telling you what you worth and what you ain't worth, but you denying it because Caressa said, I don't give a fuck. It's called self-esteem.
So no, for the most part, yeah. Bitches be knowing what's going on and they give the nigga the benefit of the doubt. But unfortunately, there is some crap.
The benefit of the doubt?
The benefit of the doubt. They see the red flag and they want to. No, they see the red flags. That's what I'm saying. The benefit of the doubt. If I get my comment out, they see the red flag and try to turn that shit yellow. Yes.
I agree with her. I agree. No, I agree with her. Because and yeah, that's probably how I meant temporal and not. But I've ignored the red flags. because I felt like that person had potential, and it's like, oh no, he's just exhibiting this behavior because he thinks I'm attractive, and he really, and you let that shit slide. So I agree.
Or you think you're gonna love that nigga enough that he gonna start changing and
is this a
see you
level
in a
of
different light.
delusion? So this is a level of delusion, right?
So this is what you don't
No,
have to read.
I'm not
Yes,
disagreeing with you.
when I said the opening statement, I said it was a level of delusion.
Okay,
That was the
so we're
first
on the
thing that
same
I said.
page.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page. Mm-hmm.
Yes. But outside of that delusion, niggas be chameleons.
Yo, but
wait.
Go ahead.
How they chameleons if women are delusional?
Because there is still a percentage of women who ain't delusional. And the man would know that they're not delusional and walk up to that woman and she happy, living, thriving. She in her bag. And then he want to come up and know he ain't a not shit nigga. But he gonna pretend like he is. Open the door, give you flowers, say whatever. Y'all may even go to church. You done met his mama, his grandma, and his 3 kids. And then 6.5 months down the line, it's a net story.
That, and it's not like we just let him into the cookie jar after a week. Like, no. Like, I'm thinking I'm over here putting in work. We going out on dates and stuff.
Two things can be true at one time. Sure can.
Right.
I mean,
it's
at
not like
this
I'm
point,
just
you really can't even win for losing. You give a nigga the benefit of the doubt. You get faulted for that if you get, you know what I'm saying? If they flip the script on you, you don't give the nigga the benefit of the doubt. Oh, your standards are too high and you tripping and you cut the nigga off for every little thing.
But are majority of women getting tricked though? Like,
I feel like that does happen and we need to acknowledge it. Like, I get the giving the guy multiple chances. I did that in marriage. So I'm good on that now. Like, I don't give a whole
Yo, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all niggas is 40.
You know what?
Hold on, Saudi. Y'all niggas is 40. Y'all 40 saying this shit. Come on, my heart. That don't even make sense.
I'm not 40.
Or 33, 40, same difference, right?
Sweetheart.
Yo.
But let me tell you.
I'm saying, Saudi, y'all are grown up saying this shit, right? What? So last thing. Last thing I want you to hear, because Di said it. She said she ignored the red flags. She can't be mad at nobody but herself.
Yeah, but she takes accountability.
No, I'm saying,
brother.
Yeah, word.
So she not mad at nobody. But even now, Hampton.
Yes.
You done been around the block a time or two, sweetheart, and you know it don't matter if you 75.
What?
Shit still be. You talk about we 40, we should know better. It's 40 niggas 40, they should do better.
Yeah, well, what we're talking about though is value, worth, and etc. Right?
I'll go back on y'all side. My bad. I got a little excited.
No, you good. We just talking about who sets the value. I'm telling you, you running these issues because you think you determining what men should and should not want, what they should and should not accept when we talking about worth as it pertains to relationships and dating. Come on. I just a 40-year-old saying I got bamboozled, hoodwinked, run amok, led astray. Come on, son.
People prey on people that want to be loved.
We gotta stop the cap. Because now we picking and choosing when mistakes can happen or when the heart can be fumbled.
Yes.
No, you don't never know you don't know what's gonna come. Hamp is 40 years old who got businesses doing everything right. A fuck up could come out of nowhere.
No, we're talking about relationships and the decisions you make.
And I'm talking about relationships as well.
Real quick, and
so
make sure go right here. Down just a bit. So
sorry. I get a little excited.
It's all good. So what I'm saying is the person, right, Saudi, who's saying shit like Die ain't saying what Die said though. You heard? They not saying, yo, I ignored that shit. I fucked it up. They saying like my Saudi said. That nigga was playing, he gaslit me, using gaslight wrong and all the other shit that we say that don't make sense. Right? And I'm just saying that part. Come on. Like, come on.
Okay.
Look at Ressa sitting up there. Oh, she just smirking, bro. It's scuffing my Tim. So hold on. What you smirking about, Ressa?
Yeah, because Carissa got some shit to say.
I'm just listening.
No, because you got me out here hanging, girl. I was hanging up for your point.
You were handling business. That's why.
Yeah, go ahead, son. I just seen her smirking, so that's my fault.
Yeah, I was over you. You ain't say nothing about 5 minutes.
I would like to hear. I would like to hear her perspective on all of what we have discussed, because I feel like she's kind of the one that would keep us on our toes when it comes to accountability. It's just like, oh no, like you better know your worth. Like you better. I want to hear what she has to say.
Well, my belief on self-worth is I believe that it comes from within. It's based on your self-esteem, your accomplishments, how you view yourself pretty much. That's going to be your self-worth. I don't believe no external person, no man, no relationship, nothing other than me can determine my self-worth. And it's funny because before we went live, Hemp and I was having a conversation. And I told Hamp that the other day somebody had put in the comments that for a plus size girl, Carissa has a lot of confidence. And I'm like, hell yeah, I do. That's my self-worth. That's my self-esteem. Like nobody cannot tell me I'm not the shit. I could be a size 2 or a size 20. And in my eyes, I will still be the shit regardless. You can't tell me otherwise. You cannot make me feel otherwise because it's coming from me and how I view myself. That's my self-worth. You can't tell me otherwise.
Okay, I have a question for you. So you have this, and this is coming from experience. You have all of those great, you know, qualities. Now, what happens when you come across someone that breaks that down?
Oh, you mean a narcissist? You kick them to the side because you determined the red flags
We on the
early on
same
and you
page.
don't
Okay.
entertain.
Yes, we on the same
Been there,
page.
done
Okay.
that. That's what a narcissist will do to you. Been there, done that. We don't play those games around here.
I appreciate
you
that.
know what I think, Carissa? I think that you know what, I ain't gonna do that tonight.
Come on, son. Come on. We here.
I think that in the climate of the dating, that more men, I'm not saying that they are narcissistic, but they are showing those tendencies a little bit more. I think they're just being rebellious.
A lot of it comes from the material because oh my gosh, it's always the typical Kevin Samuels, like, oh, Kevin was right when he said X, Y, and Z. It's always those men that have the same characteristics that are like the ones that you describe. It's always the Kevin Samuels groups, the one that would purchase his Bible if he sold one, those type of men.
What is that archetype? So you okay? So wait, Ressa, let me set it. So I'm gonna read just these few super chats. So does that kind of not stem from? I'm not saying. Well, yeah, it's aligned with what Callie said because she said kind of like at the end of her statement. It also matters who telling you what your value is as well. So what is the archetype that you're referring to that is saying this that you think can be dismissed? Let me read these few super chats. Think about that question. Black with the $5 says, playing the game for almost 20 years and still falling for rookie plays is crazy. Turn on the AC now with the $2 says, can they use their worth to get what they want?
Can I respond to one of those?
Yes.
Y'all do it all the time when y'all have these women that pander to y'all. So please, brother,
break it down more.
Or
we
with
could
their
continue.
money, when they're flashing their money and their ego is up here, can nobody tell them shit? So we all do
Also,
it.
I want to say that
That's
Net
what
was
it
not
is.
playing the game for 20 years. She said she was married for 13. So no, she ain't been in the game the whole time and just getting bamboozled. Like, we got to start listening to people when they be talking instead of just flying off at the mouth, just ready to start, beating somebody over the head with some bullshit.
Yeah, that's solid. Net also said she did things several times within that marriage. Right? She said she'd been there, done that as it pertained to her marriage in terms of a couple experiences. So within that marriage, she saw a man like saying a thing, not doing a thing, and etc. too. So that is valuable experience, But yeah, being outside is different because you don't know those people, but there's some experience there for sure.
And I've had like my self-esteem like chipped away at from that same marriage. So like, somebody telling you you're not worth this and that, and somebody telling you don't look a certain way because their self-esteem is low.
All right, let me read these real quick. Turn on the AC with the $2 says, can they? Oh, I read this one, right? Lessons with the $5 says, did I read this one? No. Respectfully, women don't realize the way their age, looks, weight, and attitude determine how men treat them. Their mind is still set to I'm still young. John with the $5. What up, John? Says sword. Most Johns start off at the 2 a.m. girl, then we start liking them. 315 with the $5 says, what are Caressa's outcomes in the dating world?
Oh, let me speak on that one. I have a loving husband. What do you have?
She says she had a loving husband. 315.
What do you have? That's my outcome. A family, a husband who loves the shit out of me. What do you have?
It's just gonna call your husband a simp. It don't matter. That's what I'm saying. It depends on who it is you're talking to.
And he also don't care because his self-worth is just as high as mine, so he don't care either.
Yeah, but I have a question though.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just a little confused.
Okay.
I'm a little confused because we're judged for being delusional, but then in the same sense, you want us to have some hope because the 2 a.m. girl can turn into the one you like.
Who?
Or whatever.
Me?
So I'm just trying to figure out the correlation.
No, well, you can't eat hope. Hope is dangerous. I.e., the black church been selling hope for a long time and we haven't progressed much, right? You actually got to keep the commandments. So, yeah, hope can be dangerous, right? That's why I don't believe in manifest destiny and the vision board shit. You got to put action to it, Now, what John is simply saying is most men are out here to get to cut, right? Y'all know what I mean? What it is, ho, and what's up, right? So some cut meaning you want to have relations, right? And then what'll happen is while on your pursuit of relations, you find a woman that intrigues you more than just sex. That's what he's saying by the 2 a.m. girl.
And I understand that crystal clear. But what I'm saying is if she didn't have an ounce of hope, she wouldn't have even been that 2 a.m. girl.
What you mean? Like if she not dating?
No, because if she really had a sense of self-worth and really knew, then she wouldn't just be letting you be a cuddy buddy at 2 a.m.
No.
But because she had some sense, because she missed her, because she had
That's
some
not what I
sense
said
of
though.
hope.
That's why it's important that I've framed it for what he actually meant.
And I'm understanding what he's saying from a nigga point of view, but I'm giving you the POV of the woman because this is how we're looking at it.
Okay, so like I framed it, right? And then you respond to what I told you what he actually meant, right? Men are pursuing sex most often, right? That intentionality dating thing is really the extreme minority. You then meet a woman that intrigues you beyond just wanting to have sex with her. So you want to get to know her and potentially lead to more than that. You see? That's what I'm saying. This woman that intrigues you is because the worth, the value that she shows you are the things that you desire. And now you pursue more than just sex.
I understand that.
Okay.
But she still had to be there.
She's dating.
She still had to entertain. Because if we really went on the morals and the principles, the moral and the principles would have been like, bitch, you have your worth, you shouldn't be there at 2 a.m. You shouldn't even be fucking. So you can't sit there and say that and then at the end of the day say, oh, that's an anomaly that the 2 a.m. girl can become something more than that. I understand the concept, but I'm just saying when women look at it and they see it from that perspective, it gets a little tricky.
Do me a favor, Sal.
It contradicts itself.
Do me a favor. Say it back to me what I'm saying to you. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
You said that the 2 a.m. girl can become the whatever if you like her enough and if you see value and worth in her. But it doesn't mean that that's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. And now, when you say 2 a.m., what do you mean by that?
I'm talking about a female that you're just casually having sex with.
Okay, and that's where I think we're missing each other. He's saying that men are pursuing sex, regardless if we had sex with her or not. When we see women in the club, in the gym, in the grocery store, you attracted to her physically, so you approach her, right? Right? Your lower loins is what draws you to her, right? And then once you get with her, their intrigue sets in, then boom, now you want her for more than sex. The sex didn't even have to happen. That's what John was saying. You see, that's why I think we're missing each other. Sex don't even have to happen yet.
Yeah, because but I understand from what you're saying and the cape that you just threw for him, but that's not what he said. So if sex wasn't the equivalent and sex wasn't the starter to get to that the finish, the baseline, then he would have never brought it up. He meant exactly what he said. The bitch that he's fucking at 2 a.m. can turn into something that he sees more potential in.
No.
But I understand your point of view.
Yeah, no, what I'm telling you is what you should accept, right? Because this is the substance of it. This is what he's saying when he said that. He just summarized it because the nigga was being cheap with a $5 super chat. So now that I got more words, because I'm not, I got more than 250 characters, I can explain it. That's all. So now that we got the explanation of it, Saad, now we here. You see? Now we got substance to go off. Now what you think?
I agree for the sake of the conversation.
Well, I still kind of go back and forth with it.
Okay.
That's why I say I just agree for the sake of the conversation.
Well, no, don't agree for the sake, right? Because it don't do me any favors, right? We want to be edified when we leave. You know what I'm saying? Callie, what was you saying?
I was saying I understand the premise, right?
Yes.
But I hear too many different opinions from guys who are speaking for most men or whatever, and most men ain't fucking with you without you giving up that box. Now, personally, or whatever like that, like I said before, I'm 1 for 1. But I can't just go off of my, you know what I'm saying? I guess my anecdotal, I have to listen to what I hear most men say, and most men say they not fucking with you unless you're giving up that box.
What you mean?
They're not even entertaining you.
They
moving on.
Who's saying that?
Most of the men that I hear talking about it.
Oh, okay. And you saying, but you haven't experienced that?
I have. I'm 1 for 1. So I mean, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? Sorry, I don't know what you mean by 1 for 1, Cal. My bad.
Got a relationship, giving up the box first, and I also got a relationship not giving up the box first. So that's why I'm saying I only have one example of each. Okay. I don't have multiples of examples. So
I see what you're saying.
I don't. Yeah.
Ressa, your relationship, you had to give up sex first, you think?
Mm-mm.
How about you, Aaliyah?
asked me for the relationship before we even had sex.
No, we was dating. We were talking. I didn't have to have sex with him for at least a year.
Damn. So, what you think?
I think I would listen to what the men are saying.
I thought, wait, so how does this work? You can listen to what the men are saying, but then you can disqualify the men's opinions based on your worth because you don't think they qualify to tell you what your worth is. But now you take what they saying as law based on this, because it's the same men who you saying it depends who's saying it, right?
No, I
but
did
now,
not say that.
Well, this is the men that you would be conversing with, right? So you, in one breath, we say it depends who's saying it, where it's pish posh. But then in another breath, you're saying, well, that's what the men said. But then the women, anecdotally, with qualitative experience, said, no, they didn't experience that.
I didn't say that to dismiss everything that men say. I never said that.
No, I was saying.
Didn't say that.
No, I got you. I was saying.
I also said consider this.
Consider the source when it came to what men valuable and what's your worth. Right, so now we consider the source to where we can dismiss it or not. But when the women said they didn't experience that, but you're saying men said this, so that's true. I'm just wondering, how do you pick and choose and decipher what you take is what they say and what you dismiss?
No, it would have to be like, you know what I'm saying, listening to what else they have to say as well. It's not just, oh, I'm just going to hinge it on this one thing. No, that's how I would consider the source. But what I'm saying is that it's been multiple different archetypes of men that have said this.
He's saying that he's not gonna wife you unless he test drove it. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, they always talking about, you know, you gotta test drive the car, all the kind of stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's different archetypes of men saying.
Here's why it's bullshit, Cal. Because y'all ain't holding out no way. Y'all fucking before y'all even cook for him. So it ain't like he gotta talk you into test driving it. Y'all fucking. That's why it's kind of like it's disingenuous. Sorry, go ahead.
I didn't say anything about talking you in. I'm just simply speaking on what I've heard, because my anecdotal experience is not enough to make a determination, which is why I'm like, I don't know. It kind of is, but maybe it kind of ain't. That's why I'm back and forth with it. Because my anecdotal experience is not telling me, it's not determining anything for me.
Yeah.
But however, I'm seeing different archetypes of men say the same thing. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah. And I'm telling, I know, Cal, and
I'm not saying anything about they're talking the women into doing anything.
I know, and I'm telling you directly. I'm telling you directly, it is BS, because women ain't holding out on no coochie anyway. So the test driving shit is a moot.
That's what they.
I don't care what they say. This is what I'm saying. People been saying shit and ain't been thinking through it for too long. If y'all not holding out on no box, that's not the determinative factor for nothing. Y'all fucking. You ain't got to say that shit. Y'all having sex.
Well, if they ain't got to say it, then maybe they should stop saying it.
Well, that's why we here, right? Let's bring some normalcy, some common sense to it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That ain't no talking point that's like, oh, well, the men said, well, y'all fucking anyway. He need to stop saying that shit.
I will say,
hold on, that, because think about this. What women saying that they trying to line up with bad penis?
Huh?
What women are saying, hey, I'll accept the bad penis in my life for the rest of my life. Women ain't talking like that either.
I mean, if he's rich, they're saying it, but other than that, they're not gonna say that.
Yo, niggas ain't slinging poor dick, and women like, that's okay. No. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it ain't a man thing. It ain't men centric. Go ahead, Nat.
No, I was saying, like, before this last relationship or situationship, I was celibate for 1.5 years. Like, I hadn't been out in the streets. Like, that's the thing. It's not like I was just out here throwing it at people, because I wasn't, so I'm trying to figure out like what do you do? Because if you treat a dude bad if he approaches you, then you're bitter. If you give somebody a chance, you're too easy. How do you win as a woman?
You be you. Some advice that someone had told me a while ago is if that person is gonna mess with you or if they're gonna be with you, they're gonna be with you regardless. So just be yourself. Whoever's meant for you will always find you. You don't have to cap, you don't have to fall into whatever it is that you believe that he's looking for. Just be yourself. And if you guys are meant to be, you're gonna be, regardless. It shouldn't be difficult.
Hmm.
What you got, Kelly?
Oh, the take me as I am. That that's a bad thing.
How was it a bad thing?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was like pretty much what it's supposed to be, but apparently not. You got to fake it.
Do you have to fake
Don't
it?
be
Like, what do you
you.
mean?
Be somebody else. Yeah, don't be you. Be somebody else.
Are you saying
To
that's
take
what
me as
you
I.
need to do? Or are you saying
Hmm?
are you saying that's what you need to do? Or are you saying that's the propaganda we get?
Yeah, that's the stupid shit I hear. Yes.
But I just feel like I feel like people use that as an excuse to continue with poor behavior though. Right? So take me as I am for no growth. They don't want to grow as a person. So take me as I am, accept me for, my flaws and alls, whatever the flaws may be.
Oh yeah, if you're presenting that somebody's crossed a boundary or that they presented something or did something you didn't like, and then this is just who I am, I can't help it. Yeah, that is definitely a cop out.
Yeah.
Who's determining
Yeah,
their
I'd rather
flaws? How do
them
you
be who they are, and then I'd
right?
rather them be who they are, and then you can make an informed decision on whether or not you want to deal with that person instead of trying to do all this shit
Absolutely.
to change them into something that they
Yeah,
not.
right. And I think what we were trying to say, like toward the beginning of this conversation, that when it comes to the dating world, a lot of people are not who they are in the beginning. And that goes for women too. Like, again, we've been given the propaganda, like, don't be this way until you know you got them. But I have not, I don't pretend. Like, I'm too old for that. Like, let's be who we
Hmm.
are at the beginning.
Exactly.
Right. You shouldn't have to. I mean, if you're looking for a provider, let that be known. If you're looking for someone who's in church every Sunday, let that be known. Just whatever your intentions are, just put it on the forefront in the beginning. And if he's for you, he's going to accept it. If not, keep it moving. There's so many people out there. It's like, why stick to one person who likely isn't your person?
Yeah. I just don't like this. I'm gonna pretend to be who I need to be until I get what I want type of situation. Um,
Which is exactly why I disagree with people not being allowed to, you know what I'm saying, be
yeah.
who they are. No, be who you are. Don't fake the funk and try to change for, because if you try to change for somebody and not even change for yourself,
Oh,
it's
it's not
not
gonna work.
it's the mask is gonna come off.
It's not gonna work. It's gonna snowball 100%.
Hmm.
I mean, you can, and plus two, psychology says that you could only fake it for about 3 months and then the mask begins to fall off and their true qualities come to the forefront. So just
Yeah.
be who you are from day one. Avoid all of that.
Callie, what do you mean by change? If you could elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not finna be somebody. Yeah, I'm not finna change who I am or whatever like that. Like, go ahead and flip my script or whatever like that. Just for.
in what regard? Sorry, not to cut you off, but like I'm because I want to understand you. So like maybe something's more specific. Like what? when you're thinking about somebody having to change their self, what do you think of?
Oh, changing what your hobbies are, what your interests are.
Okay.
Like, for example, or whatever like that, right? I like to go out and I like to go with my girls and go for drinks. I'm not finna fake that and be like, oh well, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just stay home all the time and all of that. No, that's not me. I'm not gonna be the one or the two when it comes to staying at home all the time. It ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna have to be me in that instance. I can't switch that up. That is
some women. He's a vegetarian. I'm a vegetarian too. All of a sudden, like yeah.
Right now, I don't want people to. I don't want people to be retarded or whatever like that and act like I'm saying don't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? No, when you are in a relationship, there are compromises to be made and everything like that. If you value that person that you are trying to be with, right? There is some kind of molding that has to happen there, right? But like saying like, okay, trying to change a clear freaking lip gloss, and now you want me to be this sparkly like if you want, y'all know how I am, okay? I'm not gonna change into Miss Priss to be with somebody because it ain't gonna work.
And I think that goes back to the topic of what we're talking about is knowing your self-worth. And when you mentioned changing the lip gloss and this and that and not, turning into Miss Pretty, a lot of my failed relationships stem around that. And I think that, that has to do with, like self-worth. My 8 and 9 year relationships, that's all I heard. Well, why don't you wear this shoe? Or why don't you wear your hair this? And blah, blah, blah. So where I'm at now in life, it's like, fuck that. Like, these are my boundaries. Like, you're not to say that I did not I did not allow myself to let men accept me for me, but then again, you know what I mean? I didn't. So, I feel exactly, what she's saying, but unfortunately, I had to live that situation out, not having that boundary and knowing my worth.
I mean, I have the people pleaser pass where I would wear my hair a certain way because he liked it, or I would wear certain colors that he liked and I didn't necessarily like, and I think that also plays a part into like when you're in it with somebody, you want to please them to a certain degree.
I was about to say, does that make you like a people pleaser because you want to please your man? Like if he thinks there's a color that's flattering on you, right? And he's like, "Oh, I like you in this color. Like this looks really nice on you."
Oh no, mine was. I can tell you specifically what it was. He didn't like red because he's a Kentucky fan. I live in Kentucky, to give y'all some context, but I barely had any red in my wardrobe because of that. And like now that I'm on my own, I'm like, this color looks flattering on me. Why would I like avoid wearing red because somebody said? But that came from like maturity and growing and life experience that you don't do that. You like what if you like something, you be loud about it, or you don't have to change it for anybody.
Hold on.
Like, okay, it's perfectly fine to try it, right? Like, especially like if you've never done it before, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Try it, see if you like it, but don't do it just because he likes it and you get nothing out of it at all whatsoever, because that's going to start building resentment as well. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Now it's all performative at that point.
It definitely does. It definitely does. I don't know about the resentment part, but I think for me it was more so like questioning like who I am. You know what I mean? And then when you have that intuition like kick in, like, well, and this is coming from my experience, it's like, well, who the fuck is he looking at to want me to, like who the fuck is you looking at?
Guys, come on.
Am I cussing too much? What happened?
No, you good, beloved.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
He don't like what we talking about.
No, I like it. I just wanted to make sure we do it, don't like it once the conversation is over. Your man, your possessive pronoun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you guys monogamous? Just making sure. Are you monogamous?
Yes.
I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. So you
Anytime I'm in a relationship.
Okay, so you want to be his one and only option, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So how does it come out your mouth? I'm not wearing or doing what he wants only because it only benefits him. How does that make sense? If you're also asking for monogamy. He wants you to dress a certain way because you only appealing to him, right? It just make sure you're monogamous. I just want to make sure that's the agreement. So how can it come out your mouth that you're not going to wear what he wants you to wear?
Well, in my case,
Yes.
it was never, that's something that I would never do because I was doing it to, you know what I mean, to make him happy. But when you get to a point to where it's like it's not, he's not complete, he's not happy with it, then it's like kind of like, what am I doing it for? You know what I mean? It's
how do you please this person without losing yourself? Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Meant to do things for them without them benefiting from it, so they can feel like it's real.
No, I wouldn't even want a man to do anything just for me and he don't fucking enjoy it. Like, that's retarded.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wait.
I feel like he would resent me.
Stop. Guys, stop, please. I'm asking. Monogamy is what you're asking for. And you also
compromise in monogamy.
You also deal with men who, generally speaking, moving in the earth, don't have a bunch of relationships and aren't moving monogamously. So when you're asking for the commitment of monogamy, that overwhelmingly benefits y'all because of the men that you like. Those men have options. Caressa, husband, handsome, tall, etc., etc. You don't think he had access to a bunch of women? And that's how he been moving in the earth. And then he made a decision to be with her. Now he puts that to the side. We already said, Cal, remember Cal? Y'all told me he want to have sex 6 days a week. You said 3 is good enough and he got to deal with that. Monogamy is a benefit because of the men that you guys like.
I also said that you come into a relationship and you compromise as well. So, I didn't say it was that rigid.
No. I said you. I'm saying in that conversation, you remember? I'm like, they're like, hell nah, 3 days is good enough. You see? But I'm saying the men that you like, you see, I'm making sure I characterize it. The men that have the cachet, right? The bravado, that have access to a bunch of women, decide to be monogamous with you. That has to be a benefit for the women because of the men that you like. So no, that's not true. That's men do that for women, for sure. The men that you like.
Okay.
What about the other side of it? Like, what is if she's given up access to other men that would have courted or married her or whatever?
Huh?
The other side of it, you don't think that woman holds just as much value?
Well, no. So the monogamous aspect, right?
Because men don't want to be monogamous. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying
just
that,
trying to understand.
yeah, because of the men that you want, right? And the men that have the cachet, the bravado, the men that are appealing, right? They literally stop all that to get with you, right? Women most often aren't moving like that, you see? So we're just keeping it tall. That monogamy thing is much more difficult for them than men you want as it is for you. That's what I'm saying.
Right. And what I'm saying is you being monogamous to me does not, that's not a signature on that permission slip for me to become a different person.
That's not what, no.
Why is doing stuff
that's what we were talking about, like giving up your
That's not what I did not say nothing about doing something for your partner.
You missing it.
That's not what I said.
You're missing it. So because somebody said, what do men do that's solely for women? That was what I was replying to.
Well, we had started talking about.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was replying to. That's all.
To be with a man, like changing.
No, Nat, listen to what I said. I said I replied to whoever said that. That's what I was replying to. That's all I'm saying. So now, you wear what he wants you. Sorry, say go ahead, Kyle. My bad.
I was trying to figure out who said that.
Yeah, that's what I was replying to directly. So now, I want her to wear whatever it is I want her to wear. She loses herself because of that.
That's like
the selfish motherfucker.
Did you hear?
Okay, so
I don't know if you heard the
I
first
don't.
part
Yeah,
of
I
what
don't
I
know if
said
he
about
heard it,
that because
but
he told me he didn't like me wearing red because he was a Kentucky fan, and I'm like, I like the color red, but I didn't have really much red in my wardrobe because he didn't like red, and I'm like, but I like red, so I'm like, should I like give up on the things I like because he doesn't like this? And it was other things in that too, but it's just. I would never have asked him to give up a certain wardrobe that he likes because I don't find the color appealing. Like that's not.
You think it's frivolous? Got it. You know what I think is frivolous too? Putting the clothes in the hamper. I just want to throw them on the floor. They right there. The fuck's the difference? You can't pick them up. You know what I think is frivolous? Putting the toilet seat down. You're a grown up. Stop falling in the toilet. You can put the toilet seat down, right? But you know what I do? Put the clothes in the basket and put the toilet seat down because it's important to her.
Does that change who you are? Does that change your interest?
I don't because I don't see it as a problem. I think it's foolish. I think the color red. I could see this is the thing, Callie. You get to determine what you think is okay to dismiss.
That's not what I said, but okay.
Well, no, because you're saying, does it do this, that? I don't want to do it. It make me feel some type of way. Now I build disdain, or do I do it because it make her happy and make her feel satisfied? It don't hurt me. Is
we're talking about things that?
Okay, so let me ask you.
All right, you got it. You got it, Hamp.
No, let me ask. Is net? Are you attached to the color red?
I was more attached to being able to wear what I like to wear.
Let me ask you a question, Net. Were you attached to the color red?
Not particularly.
All right then.
But I like it. Like it is a favorite of mine.
But he don't like it. And you're not attached to it. He is. I'm just asking, is that a like is that something that we pulling teeth over?
It goes deeper than that because we were talking about like being a different person to get somebody.
I know, but now we're talking about exact examples, you see? So now that we focus on the example, and this is why I asked Net, right? I asked directly, were you attached to it? I asked that for a reason. So you told me no, so now we walking that down. Now you saying it's deeper. That's not fair.
I'm saying like it was just something I felt that was taken away from me. But, and it goes deeper than it goes deeper. It goes deeper than just the color. It's like, why are you?
So you feel like he was taking your autonomy away?
Yeah, like I like to express myself and how I dress, and it wasn't like a classless way of dressing. I'm not walking outside with my boobs all out or anything. Like it was just, it's a flattering color on me. Like I look in the mirror, I like the way it looks on me. And he honestly, he liked the way it looked when I wore it in the bedroom.
Right, but you're a Kentucky fan. Like, is that a sport?
A thing. Oh my gosh.
Is that a sport or something?
It's a sport.
We know, but it's a thing for them.
Basketball,
we know men like they sports, right? Mm-hmm. So like if your man is asking and you do that for him, why do you feel like he's taking something away from you rather than you doing something for your man?
It's one thing if it's like, don't wear it on the days that they plan or whatever. But like to have my whole closet cleared of the color red, it seemed to me like that was a bit much.
Because what I'm hearing is that you're saying it's deep for you, but wonder if it's deep for him too. Right? So where do you build that line? Like, when do you show that consideration for your partner? If we talking is that deep, let's get deep. Like, when do you have that consideration? Because I did
it.
Also think
she did it. That was the consideration.
It's not like I told him no. I did it, but there was also a bit of like.
So you did it for your partner.
We are being so disingenuous right now. Like, we really are. Because The color red, y'all sitting here saying, is she a kid and making it seem like the requirement that he was asking wasn't fucking delusional. Red? Why would you ever ask me to not wear the color red?
It was
because you don't like it?
Yeah.
Boo-hoo! Cry me a river.
I didn't like him going to strip clubs, but guess what?
Wonder if a man said
Exactly.
Right? Wonder if a man said that to you about something
No,
you
we're
care
talking about the substance of it. The substance of the fucking color red, that's retarded. Now, if he said, baby girl, when we go outside, cover up, make sure your
That
cleavage
to
is
me, like,
showing.
don't show your body to other
Yes,
men is
yes,
definitely reasonable.
that's 100% acceptable. I understand that concept, but red.
So I
and we're
think
gonna
it
act
was
like she was the problem.
it was
I
a
would
lot
just
of
like
me
to think that if
compromising
you
and
had something
not
that was
getting the
going
same
on,
compromises. So like I said, like I didn't like him going to strip clubs, but guess what?
But he went every chance he got to throw them dollars to make a bitch holler.
that's what he did. So he showed you that lack of consideration, which is why y'all are not together.
Like whenever you want somebody to compromise, it's not fair that they're doing all the compromise, and that is one-sided. Even if if it's a woman in the household and he's giving up his, chance to go sow his oats all over town because he's monogamous with me, but then I'm asking for things like, you're a married man now. You shouldn't be getting lap dances from random chicks.
So question. So no, it's all good. So question, color red, it would have been fine if he gave up the strip club.
Yeah, I am definitely about reciprocity.
So do you agree with
compromise.
that? I don't know why I be trying to throw bail for people, because no, it still would have been okay because it's the red. So now it's the chivalry of is red, and now I'm giving up the strip club. Okay, yeah, if he did it, then cool. But no, it would have started with the red, and then now he would have told her that he only want her in a bust down middle part.
So my wife,
it would have kept on. It would have kept on going.
So my wife, I don't like what's it, like extensions, like bust downs or whatever the case is. I think like when if we go on a trip, she'll get braids, because I think it's kind of like when you don't have all your supplies and shit. But generally, like the weave and stuff, like I don't like it. So she hasn't worn it since we've been together, with the exception of like getting like braids, when we go on a trip or whatever. And then she don't eat pork or shrimp or crab or lobster, because I don't eat that stuff. Also, well, see, this is you get the, and this is what I was telling Saad. Now it's reasonable, but you get to pick and choose. These are real quick. These are things that I asked of her, right? And so now also she's a 49ers fan because I'm a 49ers fan. You see? So at what point is it reasonable? Sorry, say again.
Because you crafty, HAMP.
I'm not crafty. I'm being. That's the thing. I don't.
You are.
It doesn't. Here's the thing about me. I don't need it. It ain't that much opposition for me to have to be crafty. I'm just saying what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying you good at what you do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, because I love the way that you said that, but it's not apples to apples.
Why?
That's not an apple to apple thing.
Weave?
Because you're saying something. Weave. I get the weave. Let her embrace her natural. That's something that you like. You also talked about the way she dressed. Those are morals and shit that you stand on. We're really going to say standing on the color red was something like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not picking or choosing, but it's just like some of the shit that's not red. Like the stuff that you're saying is understandable and it makes sense. But because I wear red, you had a heart attack today?
You know what's ill? I got a couple friends who gang banging, and they old, but they still love this shit. And so if you wear that shit, they say, why you got all that dead on? So how do we determine what people deem valuable? Like, are you saying the color is just foolish and superficial? Like, where does this stop and start when a man is asking you for things? So I see that's the overarching premise.
So yes.
Okay.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. The overarching point is I 100% agree with you.
Got you.
But on the flip side, if it's like I don't even know the word. Help me out, dictionary. Like really minute. I wanted something stronger than that though. But if it really don't matter and he's just really nitpicking to get control and to get access, I think those are red flags that we also need to have. So yes, we need to share your message.
Okay.
But we also need to let females know what are going to be the red flags so we won't be calling these women crazy and retarded later down the line.
Yeah.
Are you saying him asking her not to wear red is a red flag?
Excuse me?
Are you saying that him asking her not to wear red was a red flag?
Yes, it could have. It could have been it could have been down the line. Asking her not to wear weave because that's something that he doesn't like because he wants her to live in her true self and embrace her natural beauty. That's understandable. But a red, just asking to say red and say, I'm gonna have a heart attack because you wear red, nigga, you done bumped your head. Because then now what is gonna be next though? Because now it's red. Now you don't want me to call my mama every Wednesday when I'm calling her. Now it start with red, and now I can't even go and see my auntie on Sunday and go to Bible study.
Yeah, I think it definitely it depends on who you yoked with because I mean it progressed like that for me. It was first, I had to spend more time away from my friends, and then it was more time away from my family. I was isolated, so I'm gonna assume that with his wife here, like that she knew who you were from the beginning before she was your wife, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
So
I think things
yeah,
get
like
revealed.
and you knew what things you did not like, and you probably told her early on that I don't like the weaves. I dated this man in red. I dated this man always like looking like a dime piece and everything. He called me quarter piece. That was my nickname.
And I just want to say one thing after Miss Nat, because I just want, and I like the message that you're pushing. I do feel like that should be the message, but I also think that we also have to do our due diligence because it's also people that will listen to what you say and get their stuff in a fucked up situation because everybody ain't don't got all their marbles like you like to say that they do.
So I think you're right. I just think we do so many things backwards already. To when we're saying we're trying to vet a man for what he wants, how he's going to treat you, and etc. But then we do things, we put the cart before the horse so often when we start having casual sex and etc. So I agree with you in terms of making sure everything's copacetic, but we got to actually make sure everything's copacetic in the right way. So I catch a drift because people could be chameleons and etc. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying, but I think you already acknowledging the premise, the baseline. Understand.
No, I agree with you 100% for sure.
Let me get Nay in because Nay just popped up. Nay, what's popping? My bad, Nay. I just wanted to get her in real quick because she just popped up. That's all. I didn't know if you want to say something.
What's up, Hamp?
What's good?
Hey, y'all.
What's popping?
Hey, Nay.
What up? None.
Hey, girl.
What's up, Nay? You got the floor.
All right. I got a question. This is for all the women on the panel, right? Okay. Do we not want to be married?
Why you
not if I have to change who I am? No.
How are you changing who you are for wearing a different color? Oh, wait, hold on. How are you changing who you are for accommodating to something your man asked you for? And you already said you don't have this color in your wardrobe. It's so slightly.
You got it back.
That's not what she said.
No. I got the floor down.
Hey, let her finish this, and then you can reply.
So if we're saying we want the marriage, we want the thing, why we can't accommodate, why we can't compromise, but we want the man to pay the bills. We want the man to take care of us. We want the man to buy us these things. We're gonna always want, but we can't compromise.
Yeah, I said compromise in the beginning, but I said what I said. I said that.
But you compare and changing who you are to a color that this man is. I'm
That
just
was not
expounding on
the
the
only
situation of
thing.
Nick.
That was not the only thing.
I had the color before him. I was saying once I was married to him, he wanted it out. It's something that I changed for him. I did change it.
So it ain't a problem.
People are misunderstanding me.
It wasn't that. I think that we already minded out that it's not that we're not willing to do for a man. We're willing to do that for a man. The problem is that when it comes to something so trivial or whatever the fucking word is, that it's like, are you serious, my nigga? A color red? Because what is the color red going to do to you? That's my question. So if I wear red today, are you going to break out in hives? Are you going to start hyperventilating?
But why gotta be all of
So,
that?
Yeah, like
because we
if you
already
ask
broke
your
down the
man, not to
you
do
said
a
that you
certain
had the
thing, and
floor.
he then
You
tell
said that
you,
you had the floor. So
and
let
he
me
then
finish.
tell you,
Let
I'm
me
not gonna
finish
stop
because
doing that, you're gonna have a
Wait.
fit.
My bad,
so
son. I stopped
let
paying
me
I
attention.
said
finish.
that too. He
I was-
didn't
It's
stop
okay.
doing what I asked him not to do. He
Say it
did
again,
something
Nat.
more hurtful. I told him, I said I didn't like strip clubs. I don't like you going and getting lap dances and getting titties in your face, and he still did it.
Right.
But I gave up, certain things for him.
Okay,
But
so why you
because
still
I don't
there?
like it, I feel like I'm getting attacked here.
It's not.
You're not getting attacked, ma'am. It's just that certain people aren't going to see the bigger picture. So it was never about the red. It was never about what you weren't willing to do, because we all
Other minds is so closed in, it's hard to see the bigger picture.
Goodness.
Because it don't make sense. Miss Net, you married? Miss Net, you married?
I'm divorced.
But you were married.
Yes.
Okay, so you are a pig. Okay.
A what?
A pig. So because she's married, her concept has changed, because it was going to go to females like you that are single has no right to
No,
even
my concept does not change. My concept still stays the same. She was picked by that man. So she's the exceptional woman. She was once married. She was once married. That's just like Callie was once married. So she was
My
the
bad, Nate.
accepting woman to
Sorry,
that
Todd.
man.
I was doing something else. I was saying salute to the kick crowd, man. 2K done sent a bunch.
Don't tell me I'm changing my.
People
No,
over, so
what are you talking about?
Hey, so did Nate finish her statement? Sorry, I sincerely wasn't paying attention. I was trying to get that
him. She said so much. I don't
Nate,
know.
were you finished? Did you get your question answered? Saw seemed like she was trying to respond to you. So let her get.
I was talking to Miss Net. Her name ain't Net. I asked Miss Net if she was married.
So Miss
Net
said
she's divorced.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I said, okay, so you were the picked woman. You were the accepting woman to him. And went on to say that I was changing my sentiment, whatever. I ain't changing that. I'm standing on what I said.
But it's just that when you realize that she was once picked,
and I didn't change anything. I asked the question, she clarified. Proceed.
But then it sounded like you had an aha moment.
No, there was no aha moment. I stand on what I said.
It was
because she did the thing.
Okay,
she got her husband.
Di, you could go ahead, Di, because let's get Diane.
I just had a question. What's her name? Tanisha.
Yeah.
Nay. What about the woman that's not picked, that didn't get picked, the unmarried woman? Just for an example, because we're still stuck on this red, and I'm still stuck on the concept.
I was just expounding on her situation.
On a concept of, and I'll give you my experience. I make clash a lot. I don't know if you guys understand in a fashion sense clashing.
Yes, I understand exactly what.
Okay, so you know where I'm at, right? So when you're with a man, you're in a relationship, a monogamous relationship, a tied-in relationship, and you have this individual, your partner, constantly saying, "Oh, why are you wearing Nike with Adidas?" or "Why are you wearing Adidas with this brand or that and that?" And it becomes, and it's just like, so should I change myself? So do I change my comfortability because my partner, that's not my husband, because he doesn't like that? Should I change that? Do I deserve not to be picked because of
Is
that?
that who you
No.
want? Is that who you want to be with?
That was who I wanted to be with. But in the same sense, I'm not gonna stop him. I'm not gonna say, you know what? I don't like you wearing Nike and Nike all the time and Jordan with Jordan, so I don't want to be with you.
But I'm so lost at y'all acting like these men. She's talking to me. So y'all acting like these men are asking y'all to stop talking to y'all mothers, stop talking to y'all brothers, stop talking to y'all fathers. Y'all are literally expounding on something right in a wardrobe.
No, I think. Hold on. Okay, let me come in on this.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me. You're gonna have to give me another situation or something that's outside of clothes.
Okay, can I speak? Because I've been very humble. Listen, the topic is: do you know your self worth? What is self worth? Basically, what is self love? What are we doing as women to be valued when pursuing these relationships? So this is just a conversation. This is not, oh, I'm just gonna say, oh, let me wear Adidas because he wants me to wear Adidas and because I want to be picked. Like this
is the thing. That I understand exactly what you're saying. It sounds like that you were with someone that maybe didn't even like you, maybe a little bit jealous of you, because to sit there and nitpick about you wearing Nike and Adidas and going out and being your best self and you're feeling like you are you. I don't know. You're fully covered right now, so you don't give me the type of female that was just out there loosely.
Exactly. So what I want to say, so
we
Sadia,
be realistic about that.
I can't believe we just said men are jealous of women.
We have. If you don't know what it is to be an energy vampire and to try to manifest something that you don't see in yourself, I don't understand why y'all just think that's a female characteristic.
But is that a majority of men?
I've only ever seen feminine men be jealous of women.
It can happen with
okay. You know what?
So
you're right.
Well,
have a good night, you guys.
Well, hold on, Saad.
No, Saadi, no.
Wait, so real quick. So, look what we salute to everybody on Kick, man. I love my brother 2K. Salute to everybody in the building, man. So, this is what we trying to mine through, right? We're saying that we're losing ourselves, and the premise was clothing, right? And my question is, you want to appeal to that man directly. So why would this be something that wouldn't be something you would do? Like, what is so trying about it? Like, what is the difficulty? You know, like as an example, because see, I think that y'all really don't understand, and this is a bigger issue, bro. We want to minimize things that other people deem important because we don't, right? I DJ as an example. I make decisions based on what makes the most sense, right? I know. Y'all, like, look at Callie face. She got on there. She ain't listening to me. Luckily, it's 1,000 people watching. It's all good. It's all good.
It was more.
I know it is.
It was more than just
I know
about
it is.
clothing.
I know it is. But body language matters. I'm just acknowledging it. So what I don't do is after hours. Now, if you know anything about Houston, after hours is big in Houston to DJ after hours, right? But I don't do after hours because I understand what come with it, right? And her comfortability matters. So I don't do after hours. Now this is a flip of maybe $2,000 a month, right? But I could do it, you know, and because I can handle myself, and I've been DJing for 20 years. But if it makes sense, right, for her comfortability, do we do the thing? For her desires, do we do the thing? And so we already agreed, but we try to minimize things that we think aren't important.
Can I chime in?
Sure.
Can I please? Just for an example, and I'll give you an example. This same person that thought that I was fashion clashing.
Oh, you ain't replying to me.
I'm trying.
Yeah, Di.
You talking to Saudi or me?
I'm talking to you, Di.
I am kind of replying to you to add one to.
Okay, I'll listen.
Like oh my God, because it's just so much.
I'll listen to see if you're replying to me. Go ahead. You say that you like to wear color class. Go ahead.
No, it's not necessarily like fashion clash or anything like that, but we were touching bases on when a person, you're not fulfilling your partner needs to, I guess, be chosen, and all these different ideas of catering to your partner or your husband or your wife or whatnot. But when a person pretty much sees another person out in public and sees a person clashing in fashion and calls them an oxymoron, how do you think I feel when that partner is saying that to someone in public? Like, you calling me an oxymoron too because I'm clashing? That's where I'm coming from. If that makes sense.
Oh, you saying that he think it's tacky, and when he calls somebody else dressed tacky, he just say it?
But so you're calling me an oxymoron. You're basically just you're just basically degrading me as a person, as your partner, as your lover, someone that you've been with more than
all of that though.
I know, because the question of the matter is, I looked at tacky when you came up to me. Not saying that you looked at tacky, guy,
but you probably
but it's
didn't.
like this was my swag, and this is the way that I presented myself, and you knew that. So for me, what now? I can't be bubbly and whimsical because you embarrassed.
Hold on. Sorry. Did you listen to her story? You got the floor, Leah. He called somebody else tacky. She then projected that he talking about her too, but he ain't actually saying that to her. He not actually tearing her down.
Mr. Hampton, we have to stop the cap. So if I'm a whimsical, color blocking girl,
yep,
and I see a person that's just looking like me, and you call them tacky, that wasn't you really.
You pissing me off right now.
And no.
Okay.
No.
I'm saying that.
Can I say this for the record? I'm not literally, the comments is going in on me. I'm not literally going out.
Stay out the comments. Stay out the comments. It's not going to help.
Okay. It's not like I'm literally like, going out and I'm just like, hey, Adidas, like I'm in a full Adidas outfit and I got on no, I'm just stepping out. No, but I'm trying to get
But that's how you build a habit.
But and that's why I asked you where you were replying to me. You did not, right? You wanted the floor. No. That's what I said. I said, let me listen, see if she's gonna reply to me, right? And I knew you kind of wasn't, but I wanted you to say what you needed to say regardless. So you were simply saying he called somebody else that was dressed in like how you dress or similar. He's like, damn, that's oxymoronic, that outfit. Right.
Right. And he referred to them as stupid. But this is what I'm explaining.
Now this is a sincere issue that we have. We'll start addressing a thing, and then you guys will add more onto it while we trying to address it. So you said it was oxymoronic. Now you're saying then he called him stupid. Well, that's different. See, you held that out. But if he's saying it's oxymoronic and that's the goal because you dress in color blocks, then that makes sense. But if he's saying it's stupid and all this other shit, that's different. You see?
And I wasn't able to finish because we had other panelists, putting this and that and that. And then, so I never got an opportunity to explain it in that scenario. But that's where I was going with as far as like self-worth and value and norm, like dealing with that. So I'm gonna be quiet.
I just want you to know that from one sister to another, I understand what you were saying, and don't let these people gaslight you.
No, that is not what gaslighting. That's not what gaslighting is. We gotta be serious about the verbiage, right? Di said she wasn't able to finish. She said what she said. Right. And so that's what we address. If she would have said stupid, that's different than oxymoronic, which is the goal, which is hence why you don't match on purpose. So you see, stupid is an insult. Oxymoronic is what you're trying to achieve. So that's different.
Yeah, I think you probably just missed it. Or maybe I'm just Miss Cleo and just knew what you were saying. But
you saying, no, Sa. That's unfair, right? You're not Miss Cleo. And she didn't say that. She said exactly what she said. And I'm saying gaslighting is not what you said. Nobody's gaslighting her.
So if that was the case, then I do agree. That was the wrong word to use at that particular moment. But to the point of me being Miss Clego, I disagree.
Okay, but you said I missed it. You see, you got to be cognizant of that type of verbiage.
My brother.
No, I just want to be clear, right? Because there's a lot of people watching. There's very little that I misunderstand. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, you're right.
So I'm listening intently to Die. That's why before she started talking, I was like, "Are you sure you're replying to me?" You know, because I heard what she started with, so I was listening. You know, now if he called this shit stupid, that's different. You know, Aaliyah, what were you trying to say?
I just feel like we jumping out the window.
Mm-hmm.
He said oxymoronic. She said, wait, I don't even remember what she said, but it was just
he said stupid.
Yeah. So we clarified that. So we got it together.
Okay.
What?
I'm just saying, like, even when you're explaining it, you were saying the whole color situation, right? What you say? It's like losing myself because, like, I just feel like it's extreme. Like something that y'all are saying is so trivial is causing a major upset on the inside, and I just don't understand how you're correlating that.
I think it's because y'all got my experience, just that experience, but
no, like, but even with hers too.
Yeah, but if you're like, we're dealing with years with this same person chipping away at different things about us. And I think that's where the deep part comes in. And when I don't know about Dai's situation, but my partner was not willing to compromise, but I did the compromising. And it was okay when I did it, but not okay for him. And so that caused resentment.
Is it a compromise when you're doing what they ask? And like, is that a compromise? No, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm actually asking, like, if they ask you for something and you go along with that, is that a compromise?
No, that's not a compromise.
To me, like, if it's not something that's hurting me, that like, okay, so like not wearing the color red, to me, that was a compromise because I'm like, it's not that big a deal. But then when it starts to be other things, and when I start to say, well, could you give this up? And he's like, no, or hides it from me, says no, and does it anyway, then that's when you're not compromising.
I just think.
I think what Aaliyah is saying is like, that's obedience, right? Is that what you were saying?
No, I just think that it takes different experiences for people to see the other side of things. Because two things, like I said, could be true at one time. So we're not disregarding the message at hand to compromise with your man, listen to your man. We're not discrediting that. But also on the flip side, men do that. And the intentions behind it isn't always for the betterment of the woman or the unit.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna be quiet for a second.
Go ahead, Carissa.
Yeah, well, Di, develop what you want to say, and then you know what I mean. Then you can phrase it out once you get it all together. Go ahead, Russell.
Yeah, because what I'm gonna say is gonna come from a larger scale. So I just want to let everybody finish before I say the piece that I want to share.
Go ahead. I think we mined through that conversation decently. I think there's a little bit more to visit, but go ahead.
Yeah. So and I know there's been a lot of back and forth about the color red and him not liking that color on her. But I think the bigger picture where the ladies are coming from is that's where it starts. Like that's the initial red flag. That's the first sign of an unhealthy relationship. That's the first sign of an abusive relationship. It first starts with, I don't like that color on you. Then it escalates to, you can't do this. I don't want you doing that. I myself, I'm a domestic violence champion. One thing that I've never shared online is every week I volunteer at a domestic violence facility where I counsel women. And that's one of the things that we share with our women. We let them know that's one of the main red flags that you are to look out for. If someone is trying to change anything about you, it's one thing to say, I have a preference, but it's another thing to say, I don't like you doing X, Y, and Z. That's where it crosses the line. And I think that's where a lot of the conversation is skewed, because someone who may not have been in an unhealthy domestic violence relationship is just looking at it as, well, your man wants you to wear red. He don't
Thank
want you to
you.
wear red. They're not looking at the deeper construct. A lot of women have been in unhealthy relationships. Also, too, even as women, at a very young age, we are programmed to appease our men. That's what we're trained as a little girl. If you want a good man, this is what you got to do. You got to listen to your man. You got to do what your man wants. Everything online is everyone is looking for a submissive wife. And that's all fine and dandy until that person that you're trying to audition for begins to restrict you, begin to abuse you, begin to silence your voice. So I just want to make that distinction very clear, that abuse starts somewhere. And I'm not saying that man was abusive because I don't know him, but I've heard of similar stories where that's where it begins. I don't like that color on you. I don't like that whatever on you. It always begins somewhere.
Thank
And I'll
you.
leave it at that.
No, and I love that, Carissa, that you're doing that and giving back to the women like that. But I think that was the biggest message of the thing. Yes, we know what we're supposed to do, but for the women that need to hear what Carissa said, I mean, she said enough. So thank you again for that.
Yeah, I think when we start mentioning abuse, we want to open all ears, right? We understand that, and that's not what we're talking about, right? We want to say, so he asked you to do certain things, and it leads to this extreme point, right? This abusive point, because we simply don't want to do the things. There's plenty of things I don't do because it benefits my wife directly. She ain't about to start fucking abusing me. But I'm her only option. And so I have to make the most of that. That's what I'm talking about. It don't hurt me to do things for her that don't benefit me. Now we trying to say, oh, we losing ourselves and all this stuff. We selfish. That's what I truly think. Most people are just selfish as hell and they only want what they want. I don't know. I understand what Caress is saying. But that's not the majority. The most of us don't give a fuck about the person we sleeping next to. We take that person for granted and we get stagnant in our relationships and start to justify what we do or not do, what we want or don't want, what we're going to give or not give. That's the bullshit. Oh, I've been with this nigga. No, I can be fat. Oh, I've been with her. I could be fat. I could not last long. She give me starfish. I'll ask her to lift her leg up. We stop sucking dick. We stop eating pussy. We stop dating. All that shit. Then we talk about somebody trying to change us. Come on, son. The more shit me and my wife do together, the better the shit is. She come to the boxing gym. She don't give a fuck about no boxing. She don't give a damn about no football. She don't give a fuck about no 49ers. That shit is, I don't know.
I think I think in a healthy relationship, yes, like you're absolutely right. Those things do go stagnant and we take each other for granted. Like my situation was a one-off thing. It was different. And it actually, unfortunately, it was one of those stories. When on the day I left him, I had a police escort. No, that's not something I talk about to everybody, and especially online. But yeah, I'll leave it at that.
This is the thing, right? Outside of what she shared, and I know that's sensitive, right? I'm saying what I'm saying, generally speaking, our relationships become toxic because we stop doing the things and we always looking at how we benefit. That can't happen. But we don't believe in no Bible. We don't have no prescription, so I can't lay that out. Right? Because everybody doesn't subscribe to that. But I'm telling you, bro, things become volatile because we stop doing the things. Because we saying this hurts me. How? I'm asking, like, how?
Who you asking?
Everybody.
Yeah, because I don't know. I thought we agreed.
Like, then I'm not asking you if you agree. You feel me? Like, it wasn't directed. If you agreed, then I'm not asking you.
Can you ask one more time? I just want to make sure I'm on the same page.
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying, right? You know, like, for instance, so I used to play football pretty profusely. You remember Slim that was up here before? And she was like, my last nephew is only here because my brother in law had a game. We had a game. So he's like, you know what? Don't have the abortion, just had a baby. We gotta go to the game. Right? So we used to travel all around playing like flag football. And we play like college football and stuff like that. But after the fact. So we used to play every weekend, every Sunday, and that was something that was ingrained, a part of me that I did so often, but things start to change, right? And you got to spend more time elsewhere, right? So that starts to dissolve. But that's something I always did that I thoroughly enjoyed, that gave me solace. But to be gone every Sunday all day long, was that a benefit to my relationship?
Mm-hmm. So you gave that up, right?
Yeah, but it helped me tremendously, though, Especially somebody who always working, always DJing, because we living in DC, I'm always busy. But that was my peace. But you know what? Because I'm always gone, what do you do differently?
So yeah, I agree then. Because I feel like that's what I was trying to get at.
Mm-hmm.
Like why is it that deep why are we only looking at it from how it affects us or how we feel about it, not considering our partner, even if it's something as trivial as, well, wearing the color red. You get what I'm saying? Like, we should have that, and that even goes with the strip club situation that you said. Your partner should have had that consideration for you, right? Because that's something that makes you feel uncomfortable. So I know that as women, we have things that we would want our man to do for us that does not benefit him, and we want our men to do things like that, so we feel like it's real, like it's genuine. So if we could feel that way, I can only assume, we should want to do the same for our men. But it doesn't sound like it's coming out that way. When I think, during the conversation, it seems as though it's taking away from you, or like not you specifically, but like women. It's changing you, it's taking away from you, and now you feel like you're a different person just for taking your partner into consideration.
Yeah, and I think as my situation as an example, I think it depends on the partners too. Like it seems like he and his wife are great together, and he knows how to pour into her as much as she pours into him. And that's not the men we're talking about. That's the problem. I think that's where the disconnect is. That's not. I think that's where the disconnect.
The majority.
We are talking about the ones that do like gaslight women.
So we already said that wasn't the majority, but
no, it's not. These are different situations, and I think that's where the conversation was getting mixed up, because it may sound trivial about the color red, but then that's
it really wasn't. It wasn't trivial at all.
Yeah, it wasn't trivial because it started there, but then it ended up, you can't see your family. I don't want you going to visit this person. Then that's a red flag. That's something else altogether.
Yeah, and so this is what I was saying to Die, right? It's and I think you said that on Sunday, Net, too. You had mentioned that a little bit, and that's why it's important to because we're discussing things from the color red. You see?
Mm.
Your thought process is, then he tried to bar me from my family. Then he tried to do X. You see? See, you are discussing it from that lens. We're discussing it from color red. Di said oxymoronic, and then she added the stupid thing later. That changes it. You see? Now, here's what I think is happening a lot, Net, honestly, and I'm saying a lot. And I think I'm hearing this mostly. People are the trivial thing that they deem trivial, they dismiss it and just don't do it. I think that's where I'm finding real issue at. It ain't the real shit that you just mentioned. It's shit that they just want to dismiss because they think it's bullshit. But if it don't hurt you and it benefit them, why not do it? That's my premise.
Yeah.
Even if it don't benefit you, who gives a fuck? It benefit that person that you sleep next to every day.
I feel like most of us understand that in a relationship, and correct me if I'm wrong, any of y'all ladies,
okay,
that if you're in a relationship, you are going to need to compromise to make it work, or need to make that other person happy to make it work. So like, I'm not against that at all.
Yeah, that's what was said in the beginning.
What?
That's what I said in the beginning.
What?
Oh, you did.
What?
Pretty.
What was said in the beginning?
That there is compromise to be had within the relationship if you want to be with that person.
Nobody's disagreeing with that. That's not a profound point. That's not the disagreement aspect. It's what you choosing to compromise on, what you think you're going to minimize because he think it is important, but you don't. That's the conversation.
And what was also said in the beginning as well was that so many changes or whatever that you are making, now you look up and you're not even the same person anymore. It's a snowball effect. It's a multitude of things. It's not just one thing and you toss the nigga or you toss the girl. That's not what that wasn't even the premise of the conversation. We just got hung up on the color red.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I'm alleging that's false, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that it be one thing that you dismiss because you think it ain't nothing, right? And I think that be the thing. And I'm just wondering if we gonna be only us together forever, right? And I'm asking you for some shit that you call trivial. Why are we arguing about it?
Yeah, that wasn't what we were talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Right.
Okay.
The conversation has progressed and moved, right? That's why Nay came up, Saw came back. We've been having the whole conversation. It ain't just about what you said in the beginning. So it's a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cal, you already got your mind made up. It's all good, right? If this part probably ain't for you as much. It's probably just for the other 600 people still listening, right? Because you already made a determination. I'm just alleging that, it be the one thing and we got the audacity to dismiss some shit that the other person asking for because we think it ain't shit. That's what I'm talking about.
And then we get so caught up on how we feel, we don't even know if what he's asking for us to change is going to benefit us down the line. But I'm going to shut up, though.
No, why? Why shut up? Expound on it. See if we agree.
Because we're not fortune tellers, right?
Mm-hmm.
If that man sees something, if we are picking right and we're picking the men that we want to be with, and if he tell us, I don't like that, I don't want you to do that, that's not okay, not to me. And we get in our feelings and we get mad because he's asking us to change something that we've been doing. But we don't then get out of our feelings and sit and process and think like, damn, maybe what we've been doing has been wrong this whole time and he trying to correct me coming in. But the problem is we okay with being comfortable. We don't like to be corrected. That's the problem. Because if I'm sitting here outside of Caressa, if I'm sitting here looking at this panel, we all single. We're still learning. We're still in a process. So if we're being corrected, maybe it's for the betterment of for yourself, and that man is trying to catch you up to speed with him if that's who you want to be with.
So no, I mean I agree, Nate. I think I was gonna ask the panel, like, if you woke up the next day, right? Because Callie, you said I wake up and I don't even recognize the person, in the mirror or this, that, and the third. Wonder if that person in the mirror is a better person. And I think that's what Nay is getting at. Like, wonder if that person is a better person. Is it okay that he asked you to change all these things? Is it okay then? Or is it, yeah, that's my question. Like, is it okay then? Or it's just not okay at all? And that's not just for Callie, that's for everybody.
I think so. I think if that person has attributed to the betterment of you, then you are with the right person. And I don't think anything that is better for you is going to hurt you or make you feel resentful. If you are a logical thinker, I consider myself a logical thinker on a lot of things. There's very few things that gets me to a super high emotional point, but I feel like if things, like, instinctively, you're going to feel it. Like, one thing that was my fault, I was bad with money. Okay. I was like eating out all the time. He would get pissed at that, and rightfully so, right? Like, you don't need to be spending in the drive-throughs all the time for lunch. We got food here. We're not rich. So yes, that saving money is definitely going to be to both my benefit and his.
Miss Nat.
Yeah.
Think the things that help us hurt. Change hurts, right?
If you don't think anything is wrong with you,
the truth hurts.
Are set in your ways and stubborn about it, but if you're willing to listen, it may not be as bad.
No, that's what I'm saying. It hurts, right? To be proven wrong, right? To think how you've
it's
been
humbling.
Yeah. And to think how you've been existing this entire time isn't beneficial to the people around you, and more importantly, the person you sleep with, right? Going to the gym, all that, breaking down your muscles, breaking it down to build it back up. That shit hurts. It's difficult as hell,
Oh, nothing good is ever easy. Yeah. I am a firm believer in that.
Yeah. Real shit, But I catch a drift, But no, it's yo, I'm trying to tell you. What was your question though? Did everybody get a chance to respond to what Leah said?
No, I didn't hear any other answers. I think Nat just answered.
Okay. Ask it again, because I may have thrown them off.
I had asked is if you wake up in the morning, to what Callie has said, like if you don't recognize yourself and you a whole new person, wonder if that new person is a better person. Is it okay that you change yourself for your man in that instance? If you wake up a better person, or the person you're looking at is a brand new better person in that instance?
If you look in the mirror and you see a better person in the mirror, then there is no resentment to be had. And you were okay with these changes along the way.
Okay, right? You said how you see how you said you see how you just said you were okay with the decision along the way. Wouldn't that still be the same thing if you change yourself and you're not a better person? Isn't it still your, not your fault, but you still have that onus, you still went along with the changes along the way, and now you are a different person now that's a negative thing. You're not a good person. You still have that responsibility, right? Is that still there too?
I'm lost in what you were saying.
So you said that if you wake up a new person, there's no resentment. It's no resentment because everything was good and you were okay with those decisions.
No, I
right?
said if you look in the mirror and you see a better person in the mirror, then that's cool. There's no resentment to be had there because you're actually seeing a better person.
Okay. So that it sounds a little different from what you said the first time, because I heard what you had said was that you were okay with those changes along the way. So wouldn't you have been okay with those changes along the way, even if you turn out to be not a better person? Like, isn't that still there? Isn't that part still there? You still were okay with those choices along the way. It just didn't turn out in your favor.
What are you talking about? Because if you make these changes or whatever like that, and you see a better person, you're not a different person. You just see a better person. Then there's no resentment to be had there. What are you resenting?
No,
you
I'm
yourself see that you're a better person, so there would be no resentment.
Aaliyah, are you also asking how would you feel if you are not a better person? After all of that, after you've changed things about yourself or done things that this person wanted done, and then you look later and it didn't.
I'm asking, where does the resentment come from if you turn out to not be a better person? Like, why is it a resentment aspect if you were okay with the changes along the way? Like, where does that resentment come from? You're resenting your partner because you made those changes? I thought you were okay with the changes along the way. I think that's what I'm asking.
No, the resentment comes from along the way you weren't okay with the changes that were being made. That's where the resentment comes. You making changes and you don't even want to. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Right.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
That's where the resentment comes from.
Their issue is they're making changes that only benefit him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I couldn't articulate that earlier.
You good, Di. And I'm saying that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
That you are developing resentment from changes that only benefit him.
Nay, I want to hear Nay. Nay, come on, because I saw that.
No, you just don't
come
like
on,
it.
Nay. I want to hear it. I want to hear what she has to, because her facial expression gave. I disagreed.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay.
No, I'm agreeing with what Hamp said.
Okay.
It is. I literally just said it. No, y'all don't want to. I ain't gonna say y'all, but women as a whole don't want to take change. Don't want to do the thing if it doesn't benefit us. But like I said, what if we can't see that it eventually benefits us, but that man does? Where is he wrong at? What's the problem?
Okay.
That's what Aaliyah is asking. Where the resentment comes in at? Why are you resenting something if at some point, because what Net was saying, Net was asking something different. But I'm gonna keep going with what I was saying. But if it eventually makes you better, if the change makes you better, what's the problem? But Net asked a different question. I'm just about what I said.
Well, that's what Aaliyah was saying.
I think there's.
Yeah, and it you shouldn't have any resentment, but when you are in situations, like such as mine, you will resent because, like, I did all this for what, for an example.
That's why when you and Net were talking and y'all was talking about wardrobe, I'm like, that's not something I can get with because I'm stuck on the wardrobe part. I need a different scenario or something. It ain't even have to be a personal experience. Feel me? It just could have been an example.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's the only reason I kind of deep dived into mine, so y'all can have some more context of what I was getting at.
Yeah, but even when we took it off of the
no, we appreciate the share. We ain't got to
agree with her.
But I think I also feel like it's human nature, and unfortunately, inherently, we look out for self first, and then if somebody pushes you too far out of your comfort zone, there may be some resentment to be had. But if you truly love that person, I also think that it's not as much of a chore to give them what they want. I feel like a lot of women do that naturally if they're with the right partner.
I just think this just reflects on the character of women, right? Like, just to want to do things that's beneficial for us. And
anytime I've been in a happy situation, I've always wanted to. Like, it's never felt like
and that
chore.
speaks to your character as a woman, though. That's why I feel like that's one of the reasons why you got married, right? Like, you were able to, give up that part.
I listen to little
that part of
things.
yourself. You was able to do that for your partner. I feel like that's one of the reasons that shows your character. I feel like that shows good character. You're willing to. I feel like pleasing your man, that's not a problem. That's your man, right? So, or taking your partner into consideration. I don't think that's a bad character. I don't think that's a bad character trait.
I don't think that any of us thought that was like I don't think that was it. We were just, basically
because that wasn't it. That wasn't it. We were just talking about a particular situation, and we didn't want to breeze past that because we acknowledged what HAMP said from the beginning.
Who did?
I was about to say.
We all did. Nobody was saying anything
so
about.
We didn't have the conversation, the back and forth, HAMP. When I say I didn't want to diminish what you were saying, because I agree with everything that you said.
So answer my question then. Who did?
Who did what?
Agreed.
I did.
Okay. That's what I was getting at.
I'm pretty sure
Well, no, we can't assume. We can't assume you did, which I agree, right? I'm not saying that everybody agreed. That's why I was asking you for clarification. So I agree. You and I did have the conversation. Yes, ma'am.
I did too.
Okay.
I just said that, like, with the right person, I feel like if you're, clearly you and your wife have a great relationship, and there's problems to be had in any relationship. I am very clear, like any marriage or long-term relationship, you're gonna have some arguments and you're gonna have some disagreements. It's not gonna be sunshine and rainbows all the time.
Yeah.
But
it's not.
Yeah, nobody was up here saying don't do anything to please your man.
Yeah,
nobody
I don't think
was on that page.
No, and that's the thing. And that's the thing.
That's not even where the conversation was.
Here's what I'm saying though. Callie, you kind of keep doing that. I'm not accepting that. That's what I'm telling you straight up. Because when you thought it was something trivial, right, about a color, right, then we dismissed it. I'm telling you, you don't get to tell somebody their desires of someone that you said, I'm going to be with only you, is trivial. We should not do that. That's what I'm talking about. Because it was laughable because we said color red. It ain't funny to me. Because people have a habit of just dismissing whatever that other person wants because they think it ain't worth it. They think it's stupid. That's not cool. And I see that happen often. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what I kind of been saying. You agree with that? Or you saying, oh, well, that might change me. The color red ain't that deep. I disagree with that.
Yeah, nobody was hitching it based off of just that.
Me neither.
You changing. All right.
Me neither, though. That's the thing, right? That's what I'm talking about. Me neither. I'm saying that we make things trivial so that we can dismiss them. Because we don't see value in it. I don't agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying
you're gonna have to do a whole new segment called The Color Red.
I'm saying
this is your fault, Ned.
Like Net expounded on it, so we're outside of her now, right? Once she gave us further context, which what she said goes directly into what Caressa was conveying. You see, right? That marinates. But I'm saying, I'm telling you, people do that. Just like we had this conversation last week about people. What did you call it, Callie? The incompetent, weaponizing incompetence.
Oh yeah, weaponized incompetence.
That's what I'm saying. People do these things. We give a half-ass effort so that the person that we link with doesn't even ask us for it no more. Or we say that what you want is stupid. I ain't doing that. But that's what they ask for. And then in the same breath, we ask for monogamy. Nah, son. That ain't how this shit work. That's what I'm saying.
What I was
Yeah.
What I was saying was you were saying who agreed with me and whatever like that, right? And I'm saying nobody disagreed with you. We wasn't even on that when we were having the conversation. That's what I'm saying.
I know.
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
No, I got you. But my question was who agreed with me? You saying you didn't disagree. I asked who agreed with me. If you just said you guys weren't even conversing about that, then you couldn't be one of the people that agree with me. Agreement is you would say it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we weren't talking about, trivial stuff and then tossing the guy out the way. That wasn't even on the table. So therefore, ergo, whatchamacallit, the trivial stuff is not even a factor. We're not even hitching anything off of trivial shit like that.
Okay, so when she was talking about the red, we didn't say it was stupid. That's ridiculous. We didn't say any of that type of verbiage.
We were talking about changing who you are, whatever like that. That's what we were talking about. We having a conversation about the conversation. But yeah, we agree with you, Ham.
Nah, but Callie, so having a conversation about the decorum in the conversation or how the conversation is being conducted. No, we're having a conversation about what we're discussing and we're referring back to the earlier part of the conversation. So it's good because that's why I'm saying what I'm saying because of how we were talking about the color red aspect. And I'm saying that can be extrapolated to a lot of how we do or don't make decisions for the person that we agreed to be with forever, monogamously.
We weren't hitching it just based off. We weren't hitching the conversation based off of just one thing. It was a combination of things, and then it's like snowball effect, and then you look up and it's things. But nobody was on that type of time saying don't do anything for your man, don't compromise for your man at all. Nobody was on that.
I got you. I think this is the part where it also gave me cause for pause when we said that he asked you to do things that don't benefit you.
I said to go on ahead and try it. I didn't say don't do anything that don't benefit you. I said that's how resentment builds is when you go on ahead and you try it. You didn't even want to, and then you keep trying a whole bunch of different things that you actually don't want to do. That's how resentment builds. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, and that's bullshit. That's what I'm saying. You see? So we on the same page. Yeah, doing things that you don't like, right? He likes it. She likes it. Doing things that don't benefit you, it benefits her, it benefits him. Right? That should be enough for me to not be resentful. Right? But we are selfish as shit. Real rap. That's my premise.
No, it's the idea that you don't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying? You have zero desire to go on ahead and do anything for your man. You just doing it and it's all performative.
Yeah,
that's
we started saying
if
you're pretending to be a person for somebody, then it becomes resentful.
Ugh.
If you are, that's how that started. But
I got you. What type of nigga is you? See, this is how we would say. What type of nigga is you that he asking you for shit? And you gotta pretend.
That's unfortunately that's how a lot of propaganda is. Like women, you be this person until you get the man, and I mean, it's the same for a lot of men. I think you be this person until you get the woman or until you get the cookie.
But why are we talking about that woman? Is that y'all?
No.
So why are we even talking about that archetype?
That's what we were. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about.
It was literally just a topic.
Y'all. That's y'all.
I literally said at the beginning, I said I'm too old to be anybody but who I am, and that's how the color red came.
So keep it tall. Is that y'all?
No, it's not.
No, I'm always myself.
Just like I was saying, like y'all know how I am or whatever like that. I'm not finna sit. I can't turn around and be somebody that I'm not. Like I can't turn around and be Miss Priss just to get a guy.
Yeah.
Because that's not how that's not who I am. That's not who I am at my core. I'm not Miss Priss.
Mm-hmm. But
so if I were to turn into Miss Priss, that would be all performative and the mask is gonna come off.
Yeah, because you said it takes about 3 months.
I think
Yeah, that's what Carissa
I
was
heard that.
saying.
Carissa
Take about
said
3 months
that.
for that
Yeah,
gas
he
to come
did.
off.
Yeah.
Psychology.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not
and my
somebody
moving.
adding to you. It's when they start subtracting things. That's the problem.
I got you. Yeah, I think that
yeah.
the facade, right? I understand people have a representative, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that though. Right? I truly think our main issue is we are not selfless enough, generally speaking. And we don't do the things that this person wants done. We don't do the things that they asking of us and wondering why, and then got the audacity to point a finger at somebody. That's what I truly think. I think that's the crux. And we get to say, that changed me. That was too much. That wasn't enough. That shit was corny. That's corny. As hard as it is out here to maintain a relationship. I don't know, man. You got to sell out, especially when you're talking about monogamy.
I don't know. I just really think that when it comes to relationships, in regards to a male or female pursuing one, they should just really come out. And we said this earlier, to come out and say what their needs and their wants, you know, are. Because, you know, in my case, if that person would have said X, Y, and Z, you know, the first 3 months, I would have been like, oh, I'm not gonna date this
I'm not gonna
guy.
waste your time. Yeah.
Yeah, if I would have known that, so you waited until you saw what my fashion sense was to say X, Y, and Z, opposed to you were supposed you like me at the time, my personality, you know, with things that we talked about. So I don't know, it's just kind of tricky at times.
Yeah, I got you. And I agree with Callie. Callie is, you know what I mean? She around the way girl, right? That's how they used to say it. For me. She like Mary J on the cover of what's the 411, I think it is, right? Yeah, so if he's saying, yo, be prissy and all that, that don't make no sense. But that's not the adjustments that we have an issue with, right? It's the adjustments that are pretty viable that I think people are pushing back on. And that's causing the issue.
Yeah. I mean, my instance, I was prissy. I was prissy. I was dressed to the nines every time I went out the door. And that's how he met me though.
Did he
And
ask you to
then
change that?
after marriage, it was like, why you gotta dress like that going outside? And I was like, okay, I can tone it down a bit. Then the color thing, and then it was, you know, I look up 13 years, 40 pounds later, and I can finish a bottle of wine by myself in one night. So I looked in the mirror and saw that person after all that those years, and I was like, this is not to the betterment of self. So
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, so you know, just some, you know, make sense of all the conversation. You know, when you ask a person to do a 180, that's just a lack of incompatibility, right? But if you
that's
do,
where we were going with that.
but if you do things to like the desires of that person, which appeal to them, you know, and then I think oftentimes, even though we're saying that that only benefits them, the truth is, right? She's feeling happy, she's feeling content, she's feeling good. Generally speaking, I benefit from that. The house benefits from that, and etc. Right? If I'm disgruntled, my whole house feels it, even the dog. If I walk in and it was tough and I had to go help my guys on the truck, my big dog got his ears down. This nigga run to his cage. You know, so there's so many things, right? She like put my food in the microwave. Or one time she ordered food for me and she ordered it. I told her, she's like, let me know when you're 20 minutes away. She ordered it right then so it could be hot when I got there. Right? She had to stay up for me. It was late at night, you know? But that didn't benefit her. But now, boom, I got this hot meal. Now, you know, shit.
But yeah, that's just showing she cares,
It
you
did.
know, like
No,
that
not just. See, don't put the just in front of it. You know what I hate when they doing that? She just the housewife. Fuck you mean? That shit ain't easy. Not just.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I'm saying just makes it like, you see what it does? It's like, oh, it just no. She had to wait for me. You see? I value it. She had to wait for me. She had to stay up. How was the day? No, that's a lot. Right? But it didn't benefit
you sound
her.
like an evolved person. And unfortunately, a lot of people, and I think that's what Di went through. Like maybe she was from our discussion the other day, it sounds like she was pouring into this person and they weren't noticing those little things that, or not little to you, right? It wasn't just something little to you.
Oh no, it was a lot of big things. You know, when
Well,
we had these
yeah, just the
discussions, you
thing,
know.
the thoughtful things. When
Yeah.
you're doing thoughtful things and somebody doesn't notice, and he's showing he noticed it. Like he acknowledged that she had to stay up late and order me food and time it so it'll be hot when I got there. But there are so many people that do not take that into consideration when the other person does things for them.
Yo, so this the one thing that this is my other concern, right?
Okay.
We do the things that we like to do, not the other things that the other person likes. Not saying die outside of her. You see, Callie and I was talking about this was it 2 weeks ago or last week? We had a dope panel, but it was about like, I don't know, like something like she'll do something that she would want me to do for her to make her feel good, but that ain't what I want. You see?
Have y'all ever heard of something called the platinum rule?
What's that?
So the golden rule is like you treat others like you want to be treated. But the platinum rule is you treat others like they want to be treated. But that causes, like, you have to use discernment and be observant of the other person to this. So that's a little harder.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. That's just what you said made me think of that.
Yeah. No, good. Like, yeah, 100%. Like gifts, I love like when my wife give me something, I always say it's the best gift ever, just because it's really the last gift, right? You know, I'm like, yo, this is the best gift I ever got. She's like, I just bought you this. Well, nigga, this the last shit I got. This the best one, you know? But but when I get her like nice stuff, she put it on the mantle, you know, whatever she does, you know? But for me, I just take fellatio or, you know, back rub or both. I'm good. You can keep them expensive sneakers. You know what I'm saying? So
when you thought those things come natural, don't they? Like if you pouring into her, so like you.
Yeah, 100%. I just saying we should give. I just want us to give more without expecting reciprocity. You know, but we talked about that last week too.
Yeah.
You know. So I ain't gonna lie, Callie, I belabored it on purpose too. Like I made it arduous on purpose because I want us to get this point. You know, so I've been heavy on it just to like, cause I had to go. The dogs knocked my shit over, so I had to go clean up. I was kind of listening. You know.
Okay. All right.
We had to mind it out. You know. And Aaliyah and Nate.
I will say that I resented you along the way.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
She was upset.
Yeah.
I like what you did there.
Back to another one of the panels that we did with him, the one where we was talking about.
Go ahead. No, I'm laughing at Callie. Go ahead, Leah.
No, because when we was talking about, y'all was telling me we have to, the whole grateful thing. We should just be grateful, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember that, Callie?
Or the baby mama panel?
Yeah, that one. So y'all was telling me, like, at the end of the day, women should just do these things because that's what good women would do, and you should just do that for your man, period. So I think that is being said today. Like, you know, you should take your man into consideration. I feel that should be a part of the package. And I think that's a connecting thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying when we were starting off with the conversation. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You got to be willing to compromise things and all that kind of stuff like that, and you have to be willing to
compromise without feeling resentful. No resentment.
No. That's not how that works.
Okay.
How it works is,
how many of y'all have ever been in love or like into a man and resented him because you had to do something? If you're in that part where you glowing and you like, ooh, I can't wait to like wear this new outfit for him or whatever, or something that he like cooking him a meal, whatever, but you're happy with this person. But I know the point is that it shouldn't just be when you're happy with the person, but when you are in it and like you're in love, I don't think it's a chore to make the other person happy.
Correct.
It's when it's one-sided that it becomes resentful. I think that's I don't know.
Yeah, when there is no compromise, when there is no bending for each other in doing certain things, that's when it becomes resentful. Also too, if you're trying to change who I am as a person, and I'm doing it, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm looking at like, okay, well, I don't, you telling me to wear dresses and stuff all the time, and I like pantsuits type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Don't wear these tennis shoes. No, like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom went through that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this nigga here. Why you always wearing heels, and why you always doing this? Why you always doing that, and everything like that? Go ahead and cut off your nails. It's like it was a series of things
Chipping
along the
away.
way. You're right,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, Mama, you don't even dress like that. What? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I heard it from my mother. She was like, "What do you what? You didn't used to look like that. What's going on? You okay?" But no, family can see, like, if it's a bad thing, if you're in a bad thing, your family can see it. And unfortunately, that's why people like that don't want you going around your family.
Yeah, that's a fact too. But that's happened to my mom too. But the thing is that whatchamacallit, the resentment builds up because you are doing a whole bunch of stuff that is it's all one-sided. Now you start doing the you look up, and now you start looking back, and now you got a tally on your hands.
Yeah, and I don't think that happens on purpose for everybody. Some people keep score, some people don't, but I don't think it can be helped when you start to feel like you're like it's
majority of
Oh,
minority.
you said sometimes.
Yeah, real quick. Let me just, Leah, this is her first time. So majority of minority people keep score.
Ooh, that's hard to say. I don't know. I just haven't been out in the world that much.
Yeah, this is
but
speculation.
I'm gonna say the majority of people, if by nature we all can be a little self-centered, I think it can happen to just most people.
I agree.
To most people.
Okay, go ahead, finish your thought. And
I
I
don't
think Aaliyah wanted to say something.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's necessarily on purpose, but then if you are caught up in a bad situation, then it could definitely over time become resentful, because even though you didn't mean to keep a tally, you start thinking about all the bad things that this person has done to you, or like the things that they didn't do when you did this. It comes up in your head, and you can't keep them thoughts out.
Right. Whether the tally, when you're in those kind of bad situations or whatever like that, the tally ends up coming after the fact instead of you going into it keeping the tally. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't like, I don't think most people keep a tally from jump.
No. I don't know. Okay. I think Aaliyah, and we'll get out of here. We've been here for 3 hours. Y'all done a great job. Net. Y'all agree, ladies, for their first time?
I had to get some more water.
Yeah, they did.
They've been talking their shit. Di got in that chat. Di, stay out the chat. Chat crazy. But before we get out of here, Aaliyah, I'm almost gonna go to the extreme.
Okay.
Resentment is a choice.
I would, him, and I was just about to ask a follow-up question surrounding that, because how do you even build resentment if you made the choice in the first place? That went back to the last question I was asking. You made the choice to make those changes for your partner. for the betterment of y'all relationship. You made that choice. So how can you get to a place of resentment if you was making those choices in the first place? It's not like they was forcing you. Now I can understand resentment if it was a forcible thing, but nobody's forcing you, right? It's a choice. So I definitely agree. Resentment is a choice. Just like choosing to make changes for your partner is a choice.
Yeah, if it ain't better, then yeah, there's gonna be resentment.
So
Yeah.
that's what
It shouldn't.
Yeah, so that's the thing, Cal. That's the one part, right? It don't have to be better. It's just for them. It may not benefit you either way. You know what I'm saying? Like you not.
No. She said
Oh, my bad.
no. She said the betterment of the
Oh, she
relationship.
said betterment. Oh, yeah. I got you. I'm saying that. Oh, betterment of the relationship. Okay. But if it benefits him, would the relationship get better or?
It directly benefits you because it's benefiting your partner. The betterment of your relationship.
No, just because it's no. That's no. It's no. How is if the relationship ain't better, then how is it for the betterment of the relationship?
Thank you, Callie. Thank you, because I was just my brain cells was just like kind of
What,
twisted.
you don't think your relationship gets better if your partner is happy?
The probability is there.
Yeah.
They said the probability is there. It should, right? Like that should be the outcome.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm thinking. So
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he happy. You know what I'm saying? Pouring all into this cup, pouring into this cup, pouring into this cup. Oh,
thank you, Callie. Callie, thank you.
Why aren't
Thank
you
you.
happy
Thank
pouring
you.
that cup though?
Where my cup?
Why aren't you
Where my
happy?
cup?
Thank you,
It's empty.
Callie. Thank
That's
you.
what y'all chose to do, is what she's saying.
Oh, it's better.
But why aren't you happy
Okay.
that she's pouring into that
Okay,
cup?
I'm pouring. I'm pouring. Oh,
So
cup
how
is
many
full.
times?
This
So the
cup is
question is,
full.
how many
This
times
one,
you
This is contradictory.
keep pouring
this
into
one
a cup
empty.
before you
This one
realize that you're
mine.
miserable and you're resenting him?
Excuse me?
Once you start to resent that man, then you should then have a conversation or walk away. Like if you're going to continue to pour into the cup and pour into the cup and pour, it's a choice. Once you start to resent, then is when you, all right, I'm gone. Or you can have a conversation with your man.
Who said we ain't talking?
Which whom you want to be with, but you're saying you're pouring and pouring and pouring. The sentiment is you're doing the thing that doesn't benefit you, right? Well, not you, but as a whole, women as a whole. You're doing a thing that you feel doesn't benefit you. It benefits him. But you're building a resentment as you're going, but you're going to continue to do it each time because, well, okay, that's your man. But if, again, you're not comfortable with it, if it's not getting better with conversations, why continue to do it? Walk away. Leave.
Oh no,
He's not
Nay.
holding a gun to your head.
Nobody. No.
that's not cool.
I disagree with that.
I don't.
This the part right here. Callie actually disagrees with the sentiment she just shared, because when we were having a conversation about why he can't get sex, right, or the sex is gonna be trash because she feeling away because he not pouring into her, right? So when Callie and I conversed about that, he poured into her. Sex is more prevalent, right? Sex is more enjoyable. She's willing to do more because of what he's pouring into her. So the assumption is, the safe one, is that when you pour into somebody, they give it back to you. Because we had that conversation regarding the sex stuff. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, so why are we saying empty now?
No, we were talking about it being one-sided, and that's where the resentment comes from.
Right. I just feel like resentment is being thrown around.
Listen, my heart.
Yeah.
Listen, my heart. I'm saying this, right? Because we were talking the other days, like, yo, if you don't pour into her, she gonna give you trash sex, or she don't want to have sex, right? You're not appealing. But if you pour into her, now she willing to do more for you. That was what we were saying about men pouring into a woman. Now the sex is better. She's more enthusiastic. She feels. So now I'm saying why when we're talking about it now in this construct, we're making an assumption well that cup is gonna keep being empty. No. If you giving, right, that person feels better, they're happier, there should be a residual benefit. I'm just wondering, shouldn't it work the same way, you know?
We were talking about where the resentment comes from. And we were talking, and that's where the one-sidedness came from.
No,
and that's why I was saying to Aaliyah, if it's you saying it's for the betterment of the relationship, but the relationship ain't better.
Nah, Cal, but this is what I'm saying though. Why, if you giving and making him happy, why is the assumption like, yo, he's not, you're not gonna benefit? Why are we making that assumption for this part?
Because we were talking about resentment.
Oh, you're saying
and that's where it comes from.
Resentment would come from if he didn't do X.
Correct.
Got you. Now, what do you think's gonna happen if you pour into him? What's likely to happen if you pour into him? Okay, so I understand resentment happens when he doesn't give. Now, when you actually do what Aaliyah's saying, what do you think's gonna happen?
What I think's gonna happen
in most situations?
In most situations, I would think that he's also pouring into you as well.
Okay, that's it. I see what I was saying. I see. My bad, Callie. I had to clarify. Okay, it was two different questions should have been asked. Well, how resentment happens and what we think is gonna happen when we pour into him, or vice versa.
Yeah,
and Die saying I got resentful. Yeah, word is born. Die saying I got resentful because there was no reciprocity. I never seen the benefit from it, etc. Right? That's how resent comes. Okay, now we full circle. So Aaliyah, that makes sense, right? It's like how resentment comes, and then what benefits you pouring into him, then by proxy should benefit me, most likely. So
I think I was hearing it like that's what's gonna happen majority of the time. Like resentment is gonna come majority of the time, and I was trying to get away from that. Because I don't think majority of the time.
Yeah. Do you guys tend to think people are going to reciprocate if you pour into them?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Let me ask a better question. Do you think men are going to reciprocate if you pour into them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
I hope for it. I'm not sure anymore.
So Net is unsure. Nay, what you think?
I'm unsure based on what the dating experience is.
Okay. What you think, Nay?
I say yeah.
Yeah? Die, you say yeah?
Yeah.
Cal, you say yeah? Well, you already, but just...
Yeah, I say yeah.
Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Okay. And that, I think it's fine to be there. And as you mine through and be out in the earth and come hang out with us, you'll see. Damn, man.
Yeah, no, I'm loving these conversations. No, I'm definitely hopeful. And I have a personality that always, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, I tend to give benefit of the doubt up front until you give me a reason to distrust or something like that, or to step away from you. But I do have the type of personality where I will give the benefit of the doubt and probably sometimes give too many chances. But
yeah, I feel you. I'm the same way. I give you the benefit
Are you a
of the
Virgo?
doubt first until you give me a reason not to.
So, damn, see, y'all just spark. So now, this will be quickly. See, I look at things differently. Most of the relationships, if I had one, it's me that should have done something different. I could have fixed it or helped it or changed it or saved it. It's what I'm doing that I think is the cause of the demise. If my marriage were to end, I think the onus is on me. I just think it's better that way because I can control those things. Me pointing the fingers, I can't correct that person. That person's gone. So that's one thing I think about. But Aaliyah, you trying to say something? My bad.
It's just that it's the benefit of the doubt thing. I don't know.
What's wrong with that?
Like that's giving chances to me. That's what the benefit of the doubt is. Is that what you're saying?
it's no problem with giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. It's like I don't know how to articulate my issue with it. I just feel like what do you mean you're giving somebody the like as if it's
Yeah,
the
like
alternative?
yeah, instead of going into it being skeptical from Jump
Mhm.
Street about everything that you saying or whatever like that, to me, you're telling me the truth until you give me a reason not to believe you.
Right.
Okay. Like I get that concept, which is fine. Like you can be like you can be trusting in that person. With I feel like being trusting and giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, if it I don't want to say it feels different to me. And I'm gonna say feels, yeah. It feels different. It sounds different to me.
Have you ever met a
Or like
person?
if you do something to hurt my feelings or whatever like that, I'm not gonna think that you hurt my feelings on purpose. I'm gonna think that you didn't do that on
It's like
purpose. You know what I'm
grace.
saying? You just didn't know.
Grace,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, okay, grace. Okay. I
Yeah.
feel like grace is better. Yes,
A
grace
little
is
bit.
better because the action isn't automatically a negative thing. Like your example, it was something negative, Callie, right?
Yeah. Like if you hurt my feelings and everything, I'm not gonna think that you hurt my feelings
On
on purpose
purpose.
because you this asshole. No, I'm gonna think
Yeah.
that you hurt my feelings and unknowingly hurt my feelings, and you're probably not gonna do it again if I tell you what it was that hurt my feelings type shit.
Right. So the benefit of the doubt comes when something is wrong, or somebody did something to you,
Yeah.
or you feel like you were wrong in that sense. Okay, yeah, that's
No,
fine.
it's me not always looking at everything in a negative light.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm
hey,
not always thinking the worst case scenario.
I'm not assuming the worst. Yeah. Hey, Lee, I ain't gonna lie. Like a dude, like let's say like in the street something had happened or it was gonna escalate, and then he say to me, "I'm showing you grace." We definitely gonna fight. You know. Like, come on.
You feel like that's worse?
See, what you mean? You showing me grace? Like, hold on, what you mean?
Rather than I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, like he like, yo, man, I'm trying to show you grace. I'm like, what? Like you think you just
I
gonna
don't think
win
we
that
just
easy?
necessarily say that to the person. We just accept what their explanation is and
I
go.
know.
I would never say I'm giving you grace.
I'm just saying. Like if that's when I was younger, he like, yo, I'm trying to show you great. What you think he's gonna beat me up that easily? You know?
Y'all, I dropped my Insta in the chat. Like if y'all want to follow.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think we connected yesterday too. Let me read these real quick. He's like, yeah, I'm showing you grace.
Oh
I'm
Lord.
like, nah.
Wait, come on. Somebody trying to fight you, and they be like, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. You gonna feel about that too? Like what?
Yeah, I'm gonna feel away. I'm like, what you mean? Like,
you feel what I'm saying?
Let's fight first. Let's see. You know, and then if they beat me up, I'm like, damn. So I wish you would have gave me the benefit of the doubt, bro.
I wish you would have gave me the
315 with the $2 said, Caressa, my wife passed away in 2021, man. God bless her dad, man. Turn on the AC with the $2 says, the outcome speaks to your worth. Why would he keep you? Yeah. That was from earlier in the conversation we were talking about. It goes from he wanting sex to he wanting more. You know, and the outcome is like how you know you valuable, right? Because he chose to do more than just try to have sex with you. Black America with the $2 says, she got married that quickly. Yeah, man. Ressa got married in, I think, a month. Right? I think a month. She went to sleep.
I don't know.
She went to sleep. She old.
It was a couple of months. I don't think it was just a month.
That sounds better though, Cal. She ain't up here to correct me. She'll hear it tomorrow.
We're going out of here like good night, y'all.
Turn on the AC with the $5 says, the only way at 2 a.m. women gets the man's attention is through box. She denies that exchange. She knows her worth at her core. Yeah, so this is the literal thing that Saul was alluding to. The literal 2 a.m. Wendy City with the $2 says, untruths, they'll fuck them before they feed them. Lessons with the $10 says, take me as I am. Do you say that at work, or do you try to change or for the better? Be what the company wants you to be. Y'all care more for employer than the man you say you want. Black America with the $2 says, "You get with me. You're a Raiders fan now. Sorry." Mike Brown with the $5 says, "Net. If you had to get the man of your dreams, but you couldn't wear blue, would he still be the man of your dreams?"
Even though blue is my favorite color, if that's the man of my dreams, I could compromise the color.
Uh-oh. You don't know what you
if that's but we talked about this. We talked about this. The person of your dreams is gonna treat you different.
Okay.
Than if it's a bad situation. That's the situation was different.
Okay. Let's take you out of the situation.
Let's take me out of the situation.
And then just in general.
The man of my dreams is pouring into my cup as much as I'm pouring into his. So I ain't gonna care about no dang on color.
What that said, what the reason why he asked that question, that and Callie will know, is that because one of the tropes is you willing to do anything for the man you actually like.
You know? I feel like I said that earlier.
I'm just what they saying is you ain't like that nigga like that. The red dress nigga. Nika Sue, that's like the holistic why he asked
but the
that.
thing is, I still did it. I did it. I did.
That's why we taking you out of it, right? And like, let's say if they didn't do it,
under
it's
protest.
because they don't like him for real.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me read. Onika Sue with the $2 says, "Monogamy, protection, provision, gifts, LOL, wild." Ed with the $2 says, "Sorry, but not wearing red is the easiest ask." Andre with the $2 says, "Black women, please take this combative shit to white men." Andre bucket. Black America with the $2 says, "I'm gonna give my life for you. Give up the red." 2K salute with the $10 says, "We got 700 people watching on Kick. Give up a shout out." Salute. Yeah, man. Salute everybody who's is it called subscribed on Kick. I'm gonna lean into that shit on Risky Weekend, man. We gonna see how he cook it up, man. Salute to my young boy, man. He gonna be my cameraman. Feel me? We gonna have fun with it for sure, man. And TAT with the $5. He told you, Cal?
No, I was just saying, hell yeah, we finna have fun.
Oh. I was talking about Kiss. He gonna be my cameraman. We got it set up. And TAT with the $5 says, "But of course, men don't change / adjust anything that our women, not some rando on the street, tell us that they don't like, right? Of course we do. Stop." Yeah. The man with the $5 says, "Ladies, why do women stay with the man no one in her family or friends like? Have you yourself been able to get someone away from abuse?" I think people have to make that decision themselves, man. You know, It's hard to convince somebody. They don't see the forest through the trees. You know, beating a nigga ass and all that. She don't care. She got to see it. You know, generally speaking, I think for the most of the time, you know. Aaron with the $2 says, "Sounds like," or he, right? Because there's several ways to abuse a person. You know, Aaron with the $2 says, "Sounds like it's important unless the man says it is." The man with the $2 says, "Ladies, what can a man tell you what to do?"
I'm gonna quote Jill Scott. "You can tell me what to do when you can tell me what to do.
Ugh.
But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do."
Ugh.
Oh, so that goes to the "if I like you" trope, right?
Yeah.
I think it means more than that. I think it's like, if you wife me, like.
Didn't she give a blowjob to a microphone?
Huh?
Yes, she did.
I gotta
But she
listen
was
to
right
Jill
when she
Scott.
was on Breakfast Club when she said it.
Oh wow!
Come on, Doc.
She was right on when she was right when she said that shit on the Breakfast Club. I ain't condoning that mock blowjob shit on the microphone. That was crazy.
She 50 giving a blowjob to a microphone. Now I gotta quote her.
But she was right though. She was right
I did
though.
not know about that one.
But this the perfect situation for like right message, wrong messenger. But like you like the messenger, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Like Jill Scott's album. Like the one album, what was that, her first album? I don't know nothing about Jill Scott.
It would be unsafe
like that.
if y'all go out with me and I can't tell y'all what to do. That wouldn't be a situation I would want to be in.
I do. I have a couple of male platonic friends that I trust implicitly. Like one in particular, if I go out with him, he's making sure I'm getting home safe. It's a colleague, and I listen. That's all. Like I listen. I'm walking on the inside of the curb. We walking down the street. I'm not.
Yeah, that's good.
All the men in my life are able to like tell me what to do, respectfully.
Yeah. All the men in my life cannot tell me what to do.
Damn.
The ones that I respect that are in my life can tell me what to do.
Well, if they're in my life, that means I inherently respect them. So
well,
yeah.
if they in my orbit, that don't mean that I respect them.
Yeah, Callie making a differentiation.
They just in my orbit.
Like people she around and converse with wouldn't be the in crowd.
Now, yeah, your acquaintances,
friends and associates are different.
Even in my orbit, I would have to have some sort of respect for you. That's just for me. Like even if you around me, I gotta respect you. I have to respect you. Like I wouldn't be around you if I don't respect you.
No, you're coming in my orbit.
No, that's doing you and me a disservice because I don't respect you. So there's no reason for you to be around me. And then you around me and I don't respect you. What does that say about you? Right? So that's how we
grow too, right? You don't surround yourself like I never want to be the smartest person in the room. I'm gonna surround myself with people that's doing better than me because I'm gonna ascend to that.
There are people that are on my planet and there are orbiters. Okay. The people on my planet are the people that I respect. The orbiters are people that are just,
around.
They can be around, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't chums.
You just watch Goodfellas or something, Callie?
No.
Why are you talking
I've
like
never seen
this?
Goodfellas before.
Why are you doing this?
You should play the background music.
Now you been hanging around Audie too much.
This is shit we've been doing since high school.
Nah, that's some casino Goodfellas shit.
I have never seen neither one of those movies. That's crazy.
Those orbiters have some form of like some sort of base level respect, right?
Those are, respect as a human being.
Yeah, okay. So there's some form of respect. Yeah, we understand. I'm
okay,
on
human decency. Decency.
Reverence, and then there's respect you they respect you because you are a actual human being.
Aaliyah, so orbit can be like Discord, right? Like people like are around and about, right? But then there's like Callie can call my cell phone. See, that's another level.
That.
Yeah.
I get that. For me, it's all like I guess y'all saying there's levels to it. And I'm in agreement to that.
Okay.
I also agree that there's levels to it.
Yeah.
So human decency, the basic level of respect, and then if you close to me, like you said, she could call your phone. If you close to me, you could call my phone. You could tell me. You can tell me something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on the same page as y'all. We all know.
Yeah. The orbit shit be fucking niggas up. You know what I'm saying?
My bad, I call them orbiters.
Marcus with the $5 says, salute, brother Hamp. Shout out to Aaliyah and Nate. Good night. Nat, man, you did a great job, man. Any final thoughts, my friend? Nat, any final thoughts?
No, I think this is a great conversation. I do want to say something to you directly. I appreciate that when you started talking about relationships, you started pointing out the man and woman's point of view. And it wasn't just what the woman can do for her man. It was also what you do for her. So I do deeply appreciate that.
Yeah, 100%. I think it mattered to this so we can really understand the context, the selfless part we're losing in. So, and I appreciate you appreciating that. You know what I mean? So Nat, we're gonna get you in the rotation, man, for sure. We're gonna add you to the POV group. Aaliyah, let me get Die. Any final thoughts?
How you go?
Nothing really. I just really appreciate the opportunity, and let me share this platform with you all, meeting these new lovely women, having like-minded conversations, and I guess I'll see you guys around.
Yeah, no, we gonna get you in the rotation too, man. I think, y'all first time, y'all wasn't like, we had a few new people, maybe a couple in the last 2 months or so, and they didn't quite like, involve themselves like y'all did tonight. So I think y'all did it. I'm just acknowledging the difference, Like, we'll get people be like, well, we won't be seeing her anymore. You know what I'm saying? But nah, y'all did good. You know what I'm saying? So, Aaliyah, any final thoughts?
I think this was a great conversation. I feel like this speaks to, some of the things that I'll be saying, gotta have better character as women. And I think it goes back to the overall point about, the worth, right? So like your self-worth doesn't automatically equate your dating market value. So I think the fact that we were able to have this conversation and walk through it, I feel like it was a great conversation. And welcome to the new ladies. And I'm glad that y'all were here tonight. I feel like y'all really contributed to the conversation. So yeah. Like that, Hamp? That was good, right?
Indeed.
Thank you.
Old light skinned Nay, any final thoughts?
Calling me old is crazy. You like 20 years older than me. Welcome, Di and Net. Man, have tough skin coming in here. We welcome you back. Dope conversation. I don't know. Get your tickets to This Might Be Rocky, because it's gonna get rocking.
Yeah, so did y'all see the intro video? Because I know people walk off sometimes.
I was like, he has a whole program. I was like, I like this.
Yeah.
That was cute. It was really cute. I was like, okay, this is my side of town.
Yeah, for sure. We have a Discord. We have 999 members in the Discord right now. So we about to hit 1,000. Y'all should definitely join the Discord and stay in the know. You know what I'm saying? But we'll loop you in. We get you guys acclimated for sure. But yeah, we have meetups once or twice a year. So we're having a meetup on the 25th through the 28th in Houston. So we got a live podcast on Friday. Then we have boxing matches and a party on Saturday. And then we do brunch in Houston on Sunday. So I don't know where y'all live, but yeah, it's the 28th. So it's like 2 weeks away. And since Spirit closed, I don't know if there's still cheap flights available. But y'all got money though, you know what I'm saying? So.
Look, this is more of a reason for me to get down there.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, Di, well, I'll connect and I'll make sure you get connected with like Callie, because she know more the ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah gotta go to she going to some cheap island, St. Martin or some shit.
No. That was unfortunately canceled. But
all praises.
At K-Sime donated $20 through Super Chat. You missed my 28th month milestone comment and now my 30-month milestone comment. Face exhaling emoji.
What happened? What was that?
Yo, Kashim, one of my OGs, he said I missed his 28-month milestone. So he been a member for 28 months. Now 30 months. But let me see something. Gotcha.
I just want to say something to Nay real quick. Nay, you triggered me when you came on the panel.
Hold on, let me read these real quick. Kasim in the building, been a member for 30 months. He says, I've learned that confidence is partly situational and physiological. True unshakability of confidence would imply delusion or emotional numbness. That's a fact. That's a fact for sure. Hey, Kasim, I love you, man. Good to see you, man. I know you've been working hard as shit, bro. You know, but I really appreciate the love and support for over 2 years, man. You know, Kasim was down for a minute, obviously. When that Might Be Risky had 10,000 followers. Now we at 74,000, I think, as of today, right? So 100 on the way, man. Callie, any final thoughts?
I had a ball as usual. Great conversation. Just want to put it out there, ladies. Okay, don't toss the nigga just because of one little thing that he wants you to change. Okay, especially if it's not that deep, right? Especially if it's not going to do anything to hurt you. It's not doing anything to harm you. You're not changing who you are fundamentally as a person, all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatchamacallit, compromise is necessary within a relationship. You want to also make sure that things are not one-sided. Don't let the resentment build up. And if you are feeling resentful and everything like that, it's best to try and go on ahead and nip that in the bud and have a conversation about it. Everybody, see y'all next. It's next week. See y'all next Friday. I'm crunk. See y'all next Friday out in Houston. Gonna be a ball. Airplane mode. Yes, for the blackout party. I'm so crunk. I've already said I'm coming to prom. Okay, for the blackout party. It's prom night.
Wait. So now I got a question because Callie just reminded me.
Real quick, Nate.
No phones means
Hold on, Nate.
a cameraman gonna be in there taking pictures.
Donated $20 through Super Chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna be filming.
Well said.
Chiqui's gonna be filming. My bad. Sorry, King. Yeah. Whoever that is.
He just said Callie Bev. Well said. Con, go salute OG. What you saying?
Are you streaming next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. My normal schedule. Huh?
It's on my birthday. I'll be 24 next Tuesday.
Goo gaga.
Oh my goodness. My son is 23. Oh my God.
My son is 21. He'll be 22 this year.
Okay.
Yeah, man, get your tickets. It's gonna be awesome if y'all can make it down here. Definitely make it down here. Yeah, I'll keep my normal streaming schedule. On Friday, I might have to like cut it short just because I want to make sure everything's coordinated and we got to get busy. But it's gonna be a hell of a weekend. I'm still contemplating streaming the fights. If I do, it might be pay-per-view. I'll see. I'll see what I want to do with that. But yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. What Di? You had a question?
I just wanted to just say that I use your platform for a second. I would love some birthday wishes from you guys in July if that's possible. My 45th is coming up July 23rd. So if you guys just want to just come say happy birthday, I really would appreciate that.
Where are you at?
Join the Discord and we're gonna shout you out and we're gonna all be telling you happy birthday.
Okay. I'm in Cali, by the way.
In Cali? Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully you be locked in, so it's what I mean. You'll be in the rotation, so yeah.
Hey, Cali girl, fellow Cali girl.
You'll be up here. Next weekend, Congo, the 20. Well, the podcast is on the 26th. The fight and the party on the 27th, and then brunch is on the 28th. But I just say till the 25th, because I think we like playing basketball on the 25th or some shit. But that'll be just a non-structured day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you never leave Houston on a Sunday, so that's why the 28th is important because brunch is
Yeah, a lot of us are coming in on that Thursday.
Yeah, so it's gonna be super fire. Like the fights, man, I'm excited for them. Yeah, and I ain't letting nobody quit. So it is what it is. Feel me?
You said no tap outs.
No tap outs. Nope. They gonna try to tap. I'm gonna catch their hand before it hit the canvas. Hey man, but yo, all I'm saying is in terms of worth, I think self-worth, self-esteem is definitely a thing. I just don't want us to be obtuse, I want us to be sagacious when we having these conversations and formulating our opinions and be smart about it, I think that is really important. I think when we having these conversations, it's important not to be ineffable because you can't progress being that way. So consider all information coming to you, write it on your chalkboard to see if you could disprove it. If you can't, then accept it, adopt it, and apply it. I think that's very important. So all right, Congo, you send it to me. So I just want us to keep pushing. I think generally speaking, society does kind of tell us what our value is, which is why we have a strides for like the kids, the dog, the picket fence in the house, right? Because we've been taught that, and there's value to it. Most people have gotten rich based off of assets, and those assets being land, so we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know what I'm saying? Also, baby out with the bathwater comes from the baby take a bath last, and then because everybody uses the same water, then the baby goes last, and you got to make sure you take the baby out before you dump the water out. One last thing. Would you rather shit in the sink or sink in shit? Let that shit sink in.
That makes me sick.
No, I'd rather shit in the sink. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to sink in no shit.
I love y'all. Jay Miller, that's crazy, bro. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Oh, Di, you got a date. Hold on. My bad. You fucked me up. Like America 2000, 45 dinners on me. Cali or Vegas, you pick. Uh-oh.
On Di. Hold on.
That's my OG Black America. So I'll make sure you get his contact information, Di. I got you.
Okay.
You laughing all nervous and shit. What you nervous?
That happens.
You got a nervous Black America. We might be on to something, cowboy. You know what I mean? So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man.
Thank you, Kai.
Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.
Share.
We can kill all this. We can kill all this. Say like, do you want to be next?
Anytime you ready, baby. I was supposed to be there.
Ooh, I'm with it.
I'm
with it. We can do it.
Knocks out everybody and no one can whoop him. That's when that little Cassius Clay from Louisville, Kentucky came up and stopped Sonny Liston, the man who annihilated Floyd Patterson twice. He was going to kill me. He hit harder than George. His reach was longer than George. He's a better boxer than George. And I'm better now than I was when you saw that 22-year-old undeveloped kid running from Sonny Liston. I'm experienced now, professional. Jaw's been broke, been lost, knocked down a couple times. Bad. Been chopping trees. I done something new for this fight. I done wrestled with an alligator. That's right. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning, throw thunder in jail. That's bad. Only last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. Man, dude. Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. Incredible. Fast. Incredible. And you, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked, but the man's in trouble. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Eyes up.